where we'll open up is how about I give you guys let's see, 18 minutes until 11:30 on my clock to out of character decide what you guys want to do. And once you've decided that, say some words in character to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So go.
So right now, do we have any idea where the technician is? Like, can we talk to him at all?
Oh, I'm glad you asked that.
Because
Whoa.
is that part of the hacking, or was that?
Food.
That's the first thing. um, you could get that information through hacking. That is not information that you immediately have.
Gotcha. Okay. So the places we were figuring out where we needed to hack was for that, or to locate where the actual suit is?
The places you were figuring out that you needed to hack were, well, what you hacked at the information kiosk was just where can I hack, essentially. Where do I need to place line shunts? So, and what terminal do I need to be at? So that, sorry, dude. So that I can get, so that I've got some kind of line into more information.
Gotcha. Okay. And they were there was 3 of them, 2 of them.
A data
There
center.
was
You
one.
need something right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, and then one under like a walkway or something, right?
Yes, by Bagels and Buns.
Bagels and buns. Heck yeah.
All right,
Marked
and
in red.
yep.
But so I think we're holding off on actually doing that right now because I think we wanted to do the diplomatic route first. But if we do that, I could either, if we wanted to go, hard for stealing it, I can suppress the systems, the security systems. But that's not going to deal with, the humans.
I just realized I was in the wrong roll 20.
Wow.
Sorry, I have a Lancer game on Saturday that I run, and I for some reason joined that one. I don't know.
Oh look, and the police and the prisons right there, y'all.
Yeah.
But I guess that
Easy
makes
peasy.
sense. Government block, yeah. The legal route's looking a lot more interesting.
I mean, the android had already suggested to just modify some of our suits and basically land the ship, maybe run some cooling lines, and then have
Well,
one or two people out there.
That's part of what I was curious about. Like, if we just got the blueprint and data on the suit, like, how hard would it be to recreate, at least to a certain?
And that is a question that I did want to answer. Let me refer you to, where the hell is it? Reports, ship status fittings. Your workshop
is super broke.
Is super broke.
Oh, I thought it was.
It's what's left is sufficient for repairs, maintaining mods, and building up to TL3 equipment. You know that this is going to take more than TL3. What you're trying to either steal or build here is essentially a vac suit that is better than a vac suit.
Yeah. So is that TL4 or 5 or TL5? I guess.
No, it's gonna be TL4. Well, sorry, it doesn't have to be TL5. TL5 would certainly suffice, but so would TL4.
Yeah.
Yeah, TL5's vac suit, like it just looks like a T-shirt.
I think that's actually the vac skin.
Yeah. You just walk outside and you're like, oh, this seems nice.
T-shirt and shorts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's all force fields and psychic emanations.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I say we just, like, locate this guy, talk to him, social engineer him, steal his shit if he won't sell it to us.
Oh, I thought you already talked to the administrator, whoever was in charge, or whatever that lady y'all were talking to before. I
mean, I don't really want to talk to her. She was nice, but she wanted stuff from us that I was not prepared to give. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Damn, people wanting things.
I know, right? Like, I'm the one who wants. Yes. So I say we locate this guy or his workspace, and we, work from that. I don't know how much social engineering that will take, or just straight up hacking.
I can do however much hacking you want.
Well, locating his work will require that's what's going to require the hacking. And you can
If we just wanted to call him up, like I could look him up in the phone book or something, right?
probably.
Ooh,
Maybe.
hey, does the guy who was doing the research on the SO did he ever send us his research plan?
Um,
God, I can't remember his name.
Francis Caramon.
Yeah, because he might actually have an in with it, like, because that seems like a connection that could be made there.
Yeah, I think he said that he was going to that night, and so that night has passed, so he has sent it.
Okay. Jai was gonna look at it because he's the smart one, or at least the overeducated one. But yeah, is there anything in his research about like trying to get in touch with this guy? Because
it's easy enough to do a simple skim.
yeah,
Go ahead and give me an int administer check.
woof.
I can help with that.
Are you good at administering?
I am.
Oh, great. Here, look through this and tell me if if it refers to this guy. I'm not gonna. You're not gonna help me look through it. You're gonna do it.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, there's no reference to Danny Edwards or Daniel Edwards or anything about the Tsooramic project. I will tell you, as a DM, based on your result there, the researcher, the behavioral biologist, whatever, is not a lead for you.
Well, worth a shot. Could we? Is Ed still around? Are we like where are we and what are we doing currently?
You are currently at the kiosk. Ed is still around.
Okay. And Ed was the one who told us about Danny, but did he know him? Like, could he introduce us or?
Maybe we can step away from the kiosk so we stop looking suspicious.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Well, we got to go back to ask Ed anyway. So yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. You guys aren't actually in character yet.
Oh, okay. We're still doing the planning. That's right.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. You guys are still solidifying what you want to actually do.
In the absence of the people who actually wanted to do this plan, I'm gonna say we try and get in contact with this guy. We try and offer him the hey, we got somebody who's willing to test this shit out for you. Is that interesting to you? If not,
Appeal to his science.
yeah. If not, we fucking steal it, and we can work out the stealing plan if the just talking to him plan doesn't work.
I'm still curious how bulky this suit is and how stealing it will work.
You get in it and you walk outside. What are they gonna do? Stop you?
Yes, that's exactly what they would do.
Yeah. Well.
And even then, I mean, can we? So, would you be able to? So, the situation with the planet, you would be able to land on the planet and like open a airlock and let them in still. Or
not
moving
really.
A ship out in this environment. Yeah, I was gonna say moving a ship around in this environment is gonna be a problem, right? So it's like,
yes.
yeah, you walk out there and then you starve to death at best.
There's a couple of problems. Technically, your ship should be able to survive a dip into this atmosphere. Technically, your airlock, internal airlock, should be able to survive being opened to this environment.
Once.
Yeah, there's probably going to be some internal damage there, and it'll take an extra long time to cool it down so that you don't blast the more sensitive insides past the blast door. One of the problem that will come up is you are very clearly bringing a cruiser-sized ship down onto the planet's surface. Somebody's going to notice.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
not
something that you care
that's
about.
easy to do sneaky.
Near the very precious bubble that
Hmm.
keeps them all alive.
And we're all technically mass murderers.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you
not
think
gonna
that that's a
that's not
consideration.
gonna look good. That's not gonna look good.
Yeah, so first we go with the, hey, maybe we can talk you into letting us borrow this, or we have a person who's willing to, go in it. And then backup plan, plan Z, we try and steal it or steal the plans for it or invent our own version of it.
How many credits do y'all have on hand anyway?
Enough.
Well, I mean, it looks like it's 20,000 credits supposedly to be able to build TL4 with our workshop, right?
Yeah.
I mean, is that feasible if we, got the plans, all the blueprint and all that for the suit?
Yeah, I mean, once we get the workshop fixed up, we could come back and fix it. We're on sort of a timeline here because I don't want to still be here when my dad shows up.
That sounds, reasonable.
I mean, so that's an in character timeline thing.
Oh, I know.
Uh,
I guess I don't know how long it will take us to cobble something together either. So
Yeah. So we might have to go somewhere else while we work on maybe building this thing and come back.
I
'Cause
guess
this
this
isn't-
how opposed to that is everyone. Like, I don't know if that is even an option for y'all.
To just leave.
Yeah, I'm guessing you guys seem pretty fixated on this suit, so that sounds like that's probably not gonna fly, right?
So right now our only lead that we've explored is that the Sioux will be able to maybe restore our memories.
Oh, okay. So I didn't even know the motivation for why this was such a big deal. Okay. That makes a lot more sense as to why y'all are so fixated on this.
Yeah. So we can definitely just live with the fact that we can't remember anything for another couple of months, but it's not plan A.
Okay. Well, see now I understand why there's this drive for this, because I thought that was a little weird.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
And until then we're gonna keep making jokes about how we're all fucking mass murderers.
Yeah. Well, so the suit, it sounds like the suit, I mean, if they're for friends, they might be able to aid our escape, but then that's gambling on, that's a big gamble.
Yeah. Can we make first contact, and can we make it friendly? Ugh.
Because,
And can we all not burn up in the atmosphere? That would also be nice.
yeah. I mean, escape would be really easy if we could just survive out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least, until we need to get back on our ship. I'm not sure how many accesses there are from the bubble to the outside. Probably not many.
Well, the miners have to get out there, so. How do miners mine?
So they've got their mining suits, and the locations that they mine at are able to go into. I had the exact same question the other day. I was like, why is this a mining planet?
Yeah. When nobody can go outside.
Yeah, the transport can be shielded. And the locations that they're actually doing mining are places where the crust, the place that they're mining, the mine, is naturally a little bit on the cooler side, just enough for them to actually be able to work and mine. It's very physical mining work for the miners here because the equipment doesn't last long.
Yeah. Okay. So there's just areas that are cooler. I assume that's not where the Sioux are.
Typically, probably not.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. And then the outside of the dome, is it force field protected, or is it is it also the Tsooramic?
It seems to be the original Tsooramic.
Okay. And so this guy's trying to make it so that it's light enough that you can actually go on a suit or something.
Yeah, the idea you got about the Tsooramic suit is that they're trying to use whatever was used in the Tsooramic material that was provided to them in this suit somehow.
Gotcha. So they don't actually know how the dome got built? Is that what
No.
I'm
Well, they know
understanding
how
from
the
that?
dome got built. They don't know how the material got built.
Gotcha. Because that was pre-Scream?
No, it
Or
was
is the Scream actually in this? I'm a
the
little
Scream.
hazy on
It's okay.
history.
The Scream is actually in this campaign, and the material was appeared mysteriously outside of their otherwise melting attempts to live here as what seemed like an offering from the indigenous life forms,
Huh. Okay.
and then more of it,
Sweet.
eventually enough to
Yeah.
make protective domes.
So all we have to do is go outside, and while we're melting, they'll be like, "Oh, look, there's some guys melting. Here, have some ceramic. Easy."
Yeah, that might work.
Jesus.
You got 2 minutes left.
I'm pretty sure that's not going to work. I bet.
Yeah. So, is everybody cool with the plan? First,
Yeah,
we
works for
we
me.
try and talk this guy into it, and then we maybe do some theft if we have to.
I'm still really unsure about the escape plan, but as long as I can't prove it was me, we're good, right?
Yep.
Well, the android will point out that any escape will be very tricky if they shut things down.
Yeah. If they shoot at us, it's all going bad anyway.
Well, they don't have to shoot, they just have to shut down, well, their facilities. That's all it takes.
So, Dexter, how many how many exits to the outside of the bubble are there actually? Like, is it really just like one or two?
Let me flip you over to the
'Cause I'm curious if
suit
because
page.
y'all want the whole party out there at some point, and presumably that's dependent on the Sioux granting y'all the safety to do.
Yeah.
So is there some alternate exit, like rather than everyone going into the ceramic suit lab and walking out with it? Because obviously only one person can walk out with it. Because
Yeah.
only one.
So you're asking how many exits are there onto the planet's surface, right? Am I understanding you correctly?
Yes.
Um,
Like, are there places we could meet up the person with the suit, like, without it being if we did walk out with it?
there are the two obvious exits from the starport. There will be exits from there out onto the planet's surface. There are no exits that you know of elsewhere in the park sector. Sorry, no other exits that you know the location of in the park sector. Although in the paperwork, the brochures and handouts that you received, you were assured that there are emergency exits that are shielded from the heat. They are more like bunkers, though, as in they exit you from the park, not necessarily onto the planet. You don't have any information on hand about exits in the residential sector, but you do know that they have to exist because that's where the miners don't traipse through the government or park sector on their way to work.
Okay, so that's promising. Those shouldn't be too hard to find then, since they're regularly used.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that would also be adjacent to the government sector somehow, right? Or oh wait, is that right here?
The actual administrative offices that you're going to are here. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's not too far, and they've probably got an exit from there, obviously for the testing. I would think if they're building the suit here, they want a way to get it out, unless of course they just take it to one of the other.
Yeah, they just load it up on a truck. I assume that stuff right next to the exit is expensive. Land right next to the exit is expensive, so they probably build it somewhere further in and then truck it to the exit.
Oh, you mean like real estate prices and
Yeah.
such?
Yeah.
Probably. You haven't heard too many people talking about the real estate market here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. I'm guesstimating based on previous experience, of which I have very little. But yeah, okay. So plan is we're gonna find him and we're gonna talk to him, and then we'll see what our options are after talking to him.
Yeah, we really need to flesh out that escape plan.
Okay.
Me.
That's still feeling real shaky.
Let's go ahead and go in character and say whatever words you want to say about what you're doing, or you can just say we talk about it. Talk about it.
Yeah, no, let's just say I'll help you get there. I'm not sure about that escape plan, and I may not want to implicate myself in that. I could probably
It'll,
get you to the suit.
it'll be fine. Let's just talk to him first. Hey, Jai's here. Great, somebody who actually wants to do this plan.
Oh, hey, we just finished fleshing out the plan. It is muted.
Great. And sorry, I thought I'd set an alarm for half an hour before the game and it ended up being 11 and a half hours after.
No worries. We know that your
mate.
schedule is a little bit awkward for this game timing.
Yeah. So what did you plan then?
We're gonna find the guy. We're gonna talk to him. We're gonna use social engineering, and then if that fails, we'll work on a new plan to steal stuff.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem with stealing it is the escape plan. We did confirm there are other exits like that the miners would use. So like we're possibly thinking like if someone steals it, like meet up at one of those exits.
All right. Sounds good. I think probably.
It's definitely one of the safer plans for the time being. It doesn't commit to any illegal activity.
Yeah. So
we're just gonna go talk to him.
I was also informed of why I like through all this I had been unaware of the reasoning for this, which is the restoration of your. But one other plan I suggested was we outfit our workshop for TL4 equipment and steal the blueprints and build our own. But that would probably involve leaving and coming back at a later date.
Yeah, that would take a while.
Yeah, so I don't think y'all are terribly amenable to that one.
No. Let's just get it done.
Yay! Hey Ed,
Yeah.
that David guy. Do you know where we could find him? Talk to him.
David. I don't
Was
know
his
any.
name David?
No, I got the bartender.
No, the guy working on the suit.
Oh, you mean Danny?
Danny, that's right. Names are hard. This is why you're only supposed to name the important people. Come on.
Danny's pretty important.
Yeah, Danny seems kind of important. I think your theory is blown when you can't even remember important NPC names.
Look, I remember Ed.
Yeah, but that's because the name is Ed.
I'm not sure how important Ed actually is.
Get out! Get out of the car right now. You are no longer welcome, sir. It's the most important.
He says that he doesn't really have any way of contacting Danny.
No, that's fine. We're just checking, see if maybe we can make this easy.
I can drive you wherever you need to be, but sorry, don't.
I'm gonna have to hack again.
It's fine. It'll be fun.
Well, we're still at the kiosk, or right near the kiosk. I can go back to that and make a query of the information kiosk, publicly available information.
Yeah, if you want.
I imagine they probably log any searches on there, don't they?
Searches through the normal interface, probably.
Yeah. So maybe we just go straight to the hack.
They're gonna track our totally legal form of searching, so let's go straight to the illegal form of searching.
Well, in that case, I can cover my tracks easier.
Yeah, that's fine.
Unless I could just passively cover my tracks for the legal form of searching.
You could with hacking.
What sort of check would that be?
Pretty much the same check as if you were just to try and search it.
But that would be lower risk.
No, it's more or less the same. In
Okay,
fact,
then I'm
I
gonna-
think trying to cover your tracks after a regular search is probably a little bit more risk than just hacking in.
bypassing the main channel. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. I've already hacked this thing once, so I'll be going up one difficulty, right?
you sure will.
All right. So that's a set difficulty 9, I think, right? And that's if I want.
well, we want to find specific information. Wouldn't it be 11?
No, ask a specific question is 8, and
Oh.
all we want right now is where is he? What's his contact info? Like
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
falls under specific.
Yeah.
Do I want to take 10 minutes?
No.
In which case that puts us at a +1. I believe.
+2.
You'd have to roll.
Oh,
I'm
also there's
13.
Also, technically there's a modifier for the types of systems, but like
Yeah.
I don't know if that's probably a minor government, major corporation
Yeah.
modifier.
Yeah, you don't get to know those modifiers.
Well,
You,
you can
do
guess
get
them.
to have a sense of what kind of system it is, and Nemesis doesn't think that this is one of those highly secured. I mean, it doesn't even have any internal facing stuff. You can't get anywhere from this kiosk.
Yeah, except maybe they might have contact information programmed into it. So, all right, let's go ahead and whatever the difficulty is, it should be fine.
All right, so you're not spending 10 minutes. You're rushing the hack. You've already got your little the panel wedged open and easy to close, but you haven't closed it yet.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
shoot. Forgot.
Let's go ahead and do it. Yay! That's probably enough, right?
Yeah, that's enough. Danny Edwards actually does live in the residential sector, and you get his address.
Sweet.
I don't suppose there's like a phone number or anything, right?
There is a comm code.
Okay, just in case we want to call him ahead of time or afterward. Excellent. All right. Well, let's go ahead and undo this little hack job and go, right?
Okay. You clean up the panel as best you can, so it's as difficult to detect that there's been any tampering as possible. Because you guys actually did take the time and the risk to open it with fix, you do a pretty good job of that.
Sweet.
And now you're having Ed take you back into the residential sector to. Are you going straight to Danny Edwards, or are you calling him? How are you guys proceeding?
We should probably call him and set up a meeting because we don't know if he's home. I mean, it's what, midday, afternoon. What time?
I think
did we-
I told you had 10 hours left approximately before your goods arrive. So at that time it was 8. You haven't really spent a whole lot of time talking since then.
Okay.
So it's still 8.
Okay. Have I been on planet for 3 days yet?
Today will the end of today will be your 3rd day.
Damn it.
Yeah, Zoe still it hasn't come to her where there might be something hidden yet.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. So we should probably call ahead. Who wants to pretend to be my assistant? Call it.
I could be an
Set up a
assistant.
meeting.
I don't have talk, but I can bluff with the minister, right?
You can make yourself sound official and authorized and administratory.
I mean, she is authorized. She is authorized. I authorize her to set up meetings on my behalf.
Yes, but it's still a different matter to be authorized and to sound authorized.
Yeah. I got you.
All right. Yeah. I suppose I'll make the call.
Okay.
What was it? What was his last name?
Edwards.
Okay. It's a lot more convincing if I say his last name.
Mr. Edwards.
No, it's Mr. Danny Edwards.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
So I don't. Do we do anything with the call, or does it go without any?
The call goes through.
Arranging
Ring,
a
ring,
meeting
ring,
time
ring.
and place.
Or beep, 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 beep. Whatever the future of ringtone sounds like.
What's the mandated ringtone?
The Galactic Mandate hasn't set any specifics on.
Wait, there's laws about the sounds that lasers have to make, but not sounds on the
I know,
laws about the
right?
sound.
Yep, there sure are.
Jeez. They got weird priorities. That's all I'm saying.
So I'll say that on Sue, the ringback tone that you hear is kind of an undulating, soothing wave sound. Not like wave as in water wave, but bleh.
Sounds like the inside of a furnace, but happy.
Wow, that makes so much more sense.
I was
Wait, what?
thinking more like an oscillating, just pleasant tone, but it might have some rumble in the background. Kind of like a siren, but happy. A happy siren.
Yeah, it's like a klaxon instead of a klax off.
And then you get to a voicemail.
Of course.
Hi, Mr. Danny Edwards. We were hoping to arrange a time to talk. If you just give us a call back, you will want to take this call and leave our compad number.
Okay.
Amazing. I love it.
Great.
Hello.
Wonderful.
Google would like you to know that your business is not currently on our whatever. Sorry. No, it reminds me of like the millions of those phone calls I get every day.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I can imagine.
Worst.
Well, I want to keep it vague, of course. You know.
Yeah,
so
no,
I'm
no.
not gonna say-
Look, at no point should you take anything I say as criticism. I just think it's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think it fits. The tone fits. I think.
Yeah, definitely. Amazing.
Might have to try calling it again though. He might just mark it off as spam. I don't know how big spam is here actually, in retrospect.
Yeah.
I guess we can
I
give him an hour kind of deal.
Yeah. We'll let him. We'll wait for him to call us back. He might
Wait.
already be at his workshop. Like, is today a working day or is today
Every day is a working day with varied days off.
Sure,
There's no like Saturday and Sunday off at the park.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Well,
the
worst
rest
case
of the
is we
government and the residential sector seems to follow that suit.
If it seems like he's gonna write it off as spam, we just go to his house, wait there, give him a call. It's like, we'll be waiting you here at this address.
Oh, because that's not creepy. I take it back. I will judge you for some things.
Well, it would get his attention and definitely not sound like spam anymore.
Yeah. That's very accurate.
Of course,
Yeah.
that's when the police show up.
Yeah, right. That's when we have to explain ourselves to some large men in uniform.
Dear.
So are you going to his house or are you waiting? How long are you waiting?
I think we're gonna wait an hour.
Yeah. Is there anything else we want to do? I mean, any other leads we want to follow up on?
I don't have any, unless we're hacking the database.
Yeah, definitely hack the database. Hack the
That-
mainframe.
Hack the world.
Yep.
That would require. I'm pretty confident that requires access to an internal facing terminal. So that's a whole other.
What, like into the
Scam.
mantle? To hack the whole planet?
Oh, yeah, that would. That would require a sue, I think.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Since I mean the planet is alive. This is really
dear.
hard to get hints from your DM when you can't actually see him when you say stuff like that.
Oh, that's
Does
okay.
it
I'm a
twitch?
stone.
Oh, he's like
know.
like fishing for reactions.
Yeah. No, yeah. So I guess we just kind of hang out. I mean, have there been any more Sue performances since
There have
the
not.
bad one? Yeah, and they're, if I recall correctly, they are sort of when they happen type things, right?
That's the impression you've been given, yes.
Yeah. Shit.
The corporation get them play on a schedule.
right? Like that's the real reason they need to talk to these guys. Like, come on, noon on every day. Like, how are we supposed to run a business with this nonsense?
Well, that is, remember, part of Francis Caramon's research.
Yep, yep. That's what he was trying to. Yeah.
Here.
Well, do I have to ask? What are you doing for the hour? Are you just hanging around, waiting? Does Nemesis want to prepare any of those hacks that she might use later?
Oh, I guess I can plan hacks ahead of time, right?
You can. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll pull up my like while we're waiting, I'll pull out my little VR headset and just do my own little world to plot out like I guess whatever script.
Okay. You do need to specify what it is that you're preparing, and each time you do one of those hacking actions is a different hack. So
Probably
when
the primary thing would be, I think for Nemesis, unless someone else wants to give me another direction. Well, I guess no, or I guess we're not gonna do the blueprint thing until like I don't think that's gonna play out. So I guess probably it would be suppressing the security systems around the. That's
Okay.
what I'll be planning for.
all right, go ahead and make a note of that somewhere.
Sure. My personal notes.
That works. The rest of you just want to get breakfast or something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And Nemesis can also partake in the breakfast while she's planning.
I'll just eat a bagel.
Yeah, I
Don't
won't
worry.
penalize you for that.
Wait, are we going to Bagels and Buns?
Nemesis
Dope.
is.
Dope. Yeah, let's go to Bagels and Buns.
I love
I'm
bagels.
down for that. Yeah.
Let me bring
heck
that
yeah.
back up so that
I
Lulu
need
has
Need those carbs for my brain.
can see the wonderful map that has been laid out for you.
It's great. Great map.
Let me get in.
That would help, yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm still kind of
Waking up.
yeah.
No worries.
Yeah. You're good. Because waking up is hard to do.
Okay.
Is there any chance someone of y'all could social engineer a way to determine which lab block it's in?
That's something you could try to do.
That's Nemesis asking because I think I'm already pushing my luck on hacking the public term, and that may not be public terminal information anyways. I think that's information you can social engineer somehow.
Yeah, yeah. I'm okay at talking, but let's not rely on that.
Let's see. You know, I think the least suspicious way would just be to ask someone. Most people won't care.
Yeah. Makes sense to me.
Let's see, what is my talk? Talk 0.
But how charismatic are you, Doc?
I got a 14.
Hey. Okay. So the plan is on hold while we wait for this guy. Yeah, I mean, let's go to Bagels and Buns. I want the best bun. Meat filled.
Oh dear.
You can't just keep saying "oh dear." You sound like Winnie the Pooh.
That's oh bother.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So is somebody going to, as you put it, just ask someone?
Yes. I will ask while getting I will ask while getting the bun.
Okay. Are you just asking whatever random person, or are you actually looking for someone who? Are you
Oh,
trying to make a mark? You know.
Oh, right now I'm just asking whoever's at the bagels and bun kiosk. I guess.
Okay.
Do they still have minimum wage workers here, or is it all computerized?
Um, at the administrative section, there are human workers assisting with the computerized systems.
Mm. Hmm. Okay.
Okay.
So it's like McDonald's is currently.
More or less.
Yeah, probably advancing current McDonald's about 10 years.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So
fair enough.
you've got more computerized than people. The people are just there to assist. You know how when you go to one of those McDonald's that has the kiosks, there's somebody that comes around and invades your personal space while you're standing in line and says, "We have this kiosk you could use instead," and you want to just punch them in the face because you
You're
want to
like,
order
no,
like a
I
normal
wouldn't be
person.
standing in this stupid line if I wanted to deal with your goddamn kiosk.
Yeah, that's the person that still works here.
Okay. All right.
That's the person
Great.
that had job security of all
Mhm.
people.
Yeah.
No, that sounds right.
So does this mean that the cooking is all done robotically?
It is overseen by an actual cook.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Thank
So
God.
there's probably 2, maybe 3 people working at any one of these restaurants here.
Okay.
Great. I will just ask the personal space invader while they're invading my personal space.
He's trying to be helpful. He's trying to help you use this plain terminal that is really easy to use without any help.
Right, and Jai wants to punch him in the face. But he'll gracefully accept his assistance.
He
You can hear his teeth gritting.
he leans back and thinks, did you say Danny Edwards?
That's correct.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh,
Man, what happened to
shit.
that guy?
God damn it.
That's a wonderful question. We had a meeting scheduled for today.
Oh yeah, tell him that Foof says hi.
I'll let him know. Thank you.
Awesome, dude.
Wait, where did you know where his lab was then?
Oh yeah, he always came in from lab block A. Always complained about the walk.
I guess it would be a bit of a walk. Thank you. We'll head over there then.
Oh, were you gonna order something, dude?
After we eat, of course.
Oh yeah, of course. Here, you can press this button here, and it'll pull up your favorite. It knows who you are.
Great.
Smash it!
Yeah.
I want to know what Jai Rao's favorite food at Buns and whatever bagels and buns is.
That's
Hit that button.
That's a wonderful question.
Does he hit the button?
Yeah, he hits the button.
Apparently, it's a honey sesame with cinnamon sprinkle bagel and
Damn.
strawberry cream cheese.
Totally out of character. I love it.
And yet, that does sound really fucking good.
Right?
Yep, I believe he's a mass murderer.
Right? Amazing.
It made a guess.
Oh.
Oh.
Well,
See, I was really
maybe-
hoping
maybe
that it
this-
would
maybe
remember
this
him
is just
from last
everyone's favorite bun.
time. Right?
It probably has an algorithm in there to figure out what they need to sell more of.
Yeah. This is what we have a bunch of leftover. Yeah, this is your favorite thing. Guaranteed. It's like mystery flavor lollipops where they just mix everything together.
Yeah. Terrific. Okay. Sure. I
Yeah.
will just wait for that then.
Okay. You guys get your
Whatever
food
that is.
quickly enough.
What do we get for Ed?
Ed
Ed,
just
what do you want?
He wants a plain bagel with scallions cream cheese.
Excellent choice.
Sounds good.
Everybody gets fed. Everybody.
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 Except the android.
Nope. Android
There
gets
we go.
a gallon of oil.
Oop.
I don't know. Do androids eat oil?
No.
It's worth a shot.
They're powered by alcohol, aren't they?
Oh yeah, right. Get him a beer.
I saw that documentary too.
All right, so I guess we'll wait an hour.
Okay.
You know, peruse the stacks and whatnot.
All right.
Is
Are-
there the equivalent of like a newspaper thing?
Yeah. There's a current times or a SOS times.
Sure. Yeah. Let's read that. Let's find out what the current events are.
It does have a schedule. It is aimed more at government workers to prepare them for upcoming events and arriving persons of importance.
Mhm.
Pops. I guess that'd be POI, huh?
Yeah.
Whatever. You could just call them pimps.
Boys.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Right.
Any pimps coming? I hate it. I hate it so much.
There are some arriving persons of importance. None of them really stand out as being all that important. They're really only important because they bring money.
Mhm. Okay. But there's no like news around the sector section or anything like that.
There is, and it actually even references how the sector has been quiet for several months. It references that in the frame of the sector remains quiet, the corporations still reeling from the blows struck by the Raza.
Yeah. Get struck. I guess. I had nothing to do with it. Or did I?
Oh boy.
You did.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Obviously. Come on. Cool. All right. Well, I guess that's that.
Were you going to make any other attempts to ask anyone during your hour?
No.
I think
Okay.
we got it. We got our answer. Love block A, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we got an answer from this guy,
Oh, I see.
barista guy. You know.
Well,
we don't know how much we can trust his.
Would
ass.
that make him a bagelista?
Probably.
Okay.
Sure.
Dig it.
Not a bagelier.
Oh,
I'm
Bagelier.
I'm willing to
three bagel beer.
I'm willing to trust Floof on this particular topic.
I mean, what other topics would you trust Floof on?
Basically none.
Oh,
You
okay,
can't
yeah,
trust
that's
your floof. Who can you trust in this world?
fair. Oh god. All right.
All right, so you're gonna give Mr. Edwards a call again after an hour?
Oh, so
Yeah.
he doesn't call us after an hour.
Oh, he is not. No.
Oof. All right. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to find this guy because
Don't want to call him again. It's like, excuse me, Mr. Danny Edwards, we're gonna really want to talk.
I think we located his house, right?
Mhm.
Well, yeah, let's just go there. Let's go knock on his door. Ed, buddy, pal.
I'm here for you.
You gotta eat that bagel fast. We have places to go.
Unless you kept buying him bagels, he's done eating his bagel. It's been an hour.
Yeah. Let's take us to this address, please.
He
And I give him
says,
the address for David Edwards, Danny Edwards. God, why do I keep calling him David?
I don't know.
I blame the upbringing.
I'm not even gonna ask on that one. He says you got it, boss.
Sweet. That's right. I am the boss.
Yep.
Oh dear.
The android chuckles in binary.
What does that sound like?
Like absolutely nothing.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, jeez. We're really making a lot of progress here. All right.
Let's see.
Did we send Walter back to the hotel? Is he having an episode?
Or is
what
Walter in the safe space?
what do you want to do with Walter? You cannot put him in the trunk.
Yeah, we'll just send him back to the hotel.
I
Hang
can continue to NPC him around. So far, he has said that there are people watching you guys, and
Okay.
he's worried
Totally in
about people
character.
watching you guys.
And
Very much
he had a paranoid reaction to the donuts.
Yeah, right.
He wanted to know how it
When-
knew what your favorite was. Have you been here before? Why didn't you tell us that? Are you sure you
All
want to
right,
send him back to the hotel?
No, this is comedy gold. He gets to stay.
Oh god.
Yeah, okay. So we now have how many people in this car? Ed, me, Walter, Jai, Nemesis,
Android.
Android. So I hope this is an SUV.
um.
That drives a limo, right?
Oh yeah, of course. No, he doesn't. But yeah, we'll go ahead and call this an SUV.
Yeah, the SUV equivalent, right? It's a
Yeah.
black Escalade, but like taxi.
Yes,
A taxi black Escalade.
because I hadn't considered how many people I was letting into the car.
Yeah.
We all just stuff in here like clowns.
Yep.
And suddenly that trunk looks a lot more cozy.
Right.
It is a cozy and safe space. That's how it was advertised.
All right. Yep. How do we do we have any trouble getting there?
You do not. Ed drives you. You flash your QR code to the checkpoint, and you pass through.
Cool.
And you make it. Ed drives you to the address you can give him, and it's a. It's about as close in this area as you've seen to a actual personal home space.
Okay.
It's a duplex. It is attempting to maximize the amount of people per area still, but it's not a dingy 300 unit hotel or apartment complex like Dylan Ray was living in.
Right. This guy is a obviously higher on the food chain.
Yeah, or he has money.
Yeah. I mean,
One or the other.
same thing.
That's
Right.
true. I'll give it to you. It's pretty much the same thing.
Oh dear. All right, so let's walk right up to his door and try knocking. Yeah.
Okay. Walter says this is a bad plan, and you guys walk up to the door.
Yeah, and we ignore. Jai ignores Walter like usual.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Walter
No,
adds
that
to
was just the bagel, Walter. It was probably poisoned.
Oh God. Don't. Oh God.
Well, Walter ignores that, but asks, "How do you know they're not tracking you every time you come in? You have to flash that QR code."
I mean, they probably are.
Yeah, we aren't worried about that because we don't care.
What? You're not worried about that?
I knock on the door.
All right. You hear a female voice answer from within. Just a minute, and shuffling footsteps approaching. And
Yeah,
then
Danny.
somebody peeps out the. Well, I guess it wouldn't be. Somebody looks at the intercom interface that they've got on their side. You hear through the intercom.
I wave.
Oh, who are you?
My name is Zoe LaRue. I'm here to
Zoe
talk to...
LaRue? Oh,
Yep.
please come in.
Hey. Name opens doors. I love it.
The door opens.
Let's hope it doesn't open a prison cell at some point.
Oh, it will. Like, let's not kid ourselves here.
A middle-aged woman, very self-consciously closing her bathrobe around her more tightly, lets you in. Says, "Please excuse the mess. I wasn't expecting visitors.
Oh, it's no bother at all.
Would you like some tea?"
Do you have mint?
I think I do.
I would love some tea.
Please have a seat. She ushers you to a living room space. It's clean,
Sweet.
and she goes to make tea.
I appreciate that she excuses this mess when our good friend Dylan Ray didn't excuse a damn thing.
Who is still currently sobering up in your bathtub.
Correct.
Okay.
We hope. We don't actually have anybody watching him.
You have Brendan or Yuki you could have set to watch him.
Yeah, we might as well just make sure he stays put and sobers up.
Okay. The only reason that neither of them are with you currently is because you didn't want them to go.
Yeah. And also, I'd forgotten they existed.
Yeah, so did I.
It's fine. They don't have surnames. They're not real. They're not really people. They're only just sort of half people.
Yeah, they're cardboard cutouts that we put in the background to make it seem like there's more people in the room than there really is. All right.
After a few minutes, she makes small talk while making tea. How is life on La Miera? How's your father?
Don't know. And fine, I think.
Still
Last time I talked to him.
alive.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Mhm. Mhm.
And she comes out with minty smelling tea.
Sweet. I put like 4 spoonfuls of sugar in mine. Maybe 3. Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Are you taking 25% off? A whole 25% off?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's more than you
You
ever
could-
tell other people to take.
Look. I put 3 in, and I have a scoop of the 4th one, and I have it over my cup, and I'm like, no, wait, and then I put it back.
She sits down and says, "So, to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?"
We were hoping to speak to Danny, actually.
Oh, our
I'm sorry. I don't know if I ever got your name, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Tamara Edwards. I'm Danny's wife.
Ah. The,
Is House LaRue here to hire Danny? She looks really
well,
excited.
that's one of the options that we had been considering, but we're having a hard time getting in touch with him.
Oh, he's at work. He since he was let go, he went to work for some other little company. They're not doing much here. He is so talented. You'll be so pleased with him on your staff, no matter what you have him doing.
Yeah, well, that is
And
what
we've
I've
been
heard.
wanting a baby, and Lamy Era would be a perfect place to raise. Oh, we haven't picked out a name.
Oh god. This is all progressing too fast. Abort.
That's perfectly good, Miss Edwards. We'll be sure to bring it up with him. Could you tell us his current work address then?
Oh yeah, he's currently at Planet Systems. He goes out in the fields sometimes, but he's usually at his office. She gives you the address for Planet Systems.
Oh, good. I thought she said he was in another system.
Oh.
I was very worried. I was like, wait just a damn minute. Okay, cool. Awesome. And this tea is excellent. Perfect temperature.
She giggles and thanks you. You're too kind.
Alright. Yeah, you're damn right I am.
Well,
I will smother this lady in kindness.
That sounds like a threat, I think?
well, while we're still here, would you mind telling us a little bit more about his research? We only have our own records to go off of.
Oh, sure. He's he's not doing too much at Planet Systems. Mainly just tectonics and earthquakes, I guess he studies.
Okay.
Yeah.
It really is beneath his ability. His brain is meant for much greater things.
Bigger problems.
As you already know since you're here.
Of course.
Naturally.
She doesn't know much. She offers what she does know, but she doesn't really know much. Everything that she's telling you though is from his new employment at Planet Systems.
Uh-huh.
Which really has no relevance to anything you're asking about.
Right. Do you know
Which
anything
means
about
that
his...
he isn't currently working on the suit anymore.
I know. I'm pretty sure he's not telling her. I'm pretty sure she doesn't know what he's actually doing.
Yeah, well, yeah, but how much
It's
of that
fine.
is suspicious and how much of that is just like
Well,
not telling your girlfriend all of the sort of details of your...
Yeah, Jai isn't terribly suspicious here. I don't think. Often, if you're dating a non-scientist, it's difficult to explain all that stuff.
Oh, she's his wife. That makes a big difference.
Right. Right. That's.
I was being sarcastic.
Yeah. Great. I don't know.
Yeah, all right. So we'll kind of wrap it up and go to planetary systems.
Okay.
You know, nicely. Like not like thanks for the info, bitch. We're out. But
Okay.
like,
So you
you
spend
know.
a few more minutes talking with her then.
Thanks for the info, ma'am. We're out.
Yeah.
Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
Alright, yeah, you spend a few more minutes just kind of talking with her and excusing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
She's still pleased by your call, and wishes you well, and tells you to. Well, she stops herself. She was going to tell you to give Danny a kiss for her, but realized that that's very
That would be
inappropriate.
weird.
Very
yes.
weird. Very weird.
We'll say hi to him for you.
Okay.
That's gonna be very reassuring for him.
Join us, and also your wife says hi. It's really all in the tone.
So you go to Planet Systems.
Yep.
Okay.
Does
It's
that happen to line up with the lab block A or not?
It does not happen to line up with Lab Block A.
Okay.
It is still in the residential sector, and you end up in a more commercially zoned area. Zoning isn't entirely enforced here. There's still some residents, but it's a lot more warehouses and stores. excuse me, as well as this office building that looks like it has been uh, refitted as a research firm.
Okay. Is there a, like, do they own the whole building, or is it one of those shared spaces?
It's a shared space.
Okay. Is there a button to call up to the place you want, or is it a?
Yeah, it's not difficult to actually get into and speak with somebody at Planet Systems if that's your plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you make your way through a little hallway, down the left, and door on the right, that kind of deal,
Mm-hmm.
and find yourself facing a double glass door into a well, facing a desk with a receptionist behind it, and you see tables behind her and desks behind her that have charts and um, topographical maps. That's what I'm thinking of. Topographical maps, all the things that a budding scientist, geologist, and seismologist would dream of.
So I have a question. Are you telling me that there is such thing as a privately owned seismology firm?
Uh,
Because that seems
maybe.
That's
Well,
that
hold on.
seems to be it.
In this universe, I imagine a lot of things are privately owned.
Yeah, I know. It blows my mind.
Well,
But
maybe it contracts with the mining firms.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like a geology thing. They're more
Yeah.
surveying and less.
Prospecting.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
yeah. Also, safety and all that sort of things. You don't want a mine to collapse due to earthquakes.
Sure. I don't know. It just seems very weird to me.
To
Yeah.
make it seem less weird, remember that there are numerous planets out there that any private company could, potentially be studying. It's not like we're here on Earth where,
We only got the one planet.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So this may not be exclusive to SOS.
Gotcha. Okay.
You step forward, and the receptionist looks up and asks how she can help you. She seems a little bit surprised to see anybody come through those doors.
I'll stand to the side with like a folder and everything, looking official.
Okay.
Hello, we're here looking for Mr. Danny Edwards. We have some questions regarding his research.
Oh, okay. Think he just came in. Let me check for you. She makes a little call around, and she reaches somebody on the other line. Says, yeah. How many of you guys are there? 5? 4. No, you brought Walter.
We did bring Walter, but one of us is a robot.
Walter stayed in the car with Ed to make sure that nobody tried to take it from you guys.
Okay, great.
Terrific. And because it was getting a little bit tiring walking in a mob of 5.
Mm-hmm.
And he thought it looked suspicious to walk in a mob of 5. But 4 is okay.
Yeah.
5
4
is a
is
suspicious
just
number.
So he doesn't believe in safety in numbers?
Oh, he does. That's another reason that he's staying with Ed.
Does he not trust Ed?
No, his presence with Ed doubles Ed's safety. Whereas with
course.
you guys, it
Oh,
only
Ed
adds
is fine.
20%.
Ed is one of them.
Oh, God.
Oh.
That would explain a lot of our trouble.
What?
The android thought it was obvious to everybody.
She says, yeah, 4 people. I'm sorry, I didn't take your name. We don't get too many visitors here. A little out of practice.
Fuck it. We're the party of Miss Zoe LaRue.
And I'm like furiously like totally not paying attention, like I'm poking my phone or something.
Yes, that's Miss LaRue.
she
You're just
looks
with
from
her.
Jai to Zoe, tilts her head, squints, and oh, it does look. A
Yeah,
representative
yes,
from
we
House
know.
LaRue? Of course, sir. Yes, right away. And she says, he'll see you in the mountain room. It's one of our conference rooms. This is right this way. I'll show you.
That's one of those places with the tacky names for the conference rooms.
Yeah.
Look, if you're gonna have tacky names, you should at least go a little more original than the mountain room in a
Come on, the
geology
mountain
firm.
room in a seismology firm.
Like, come on.
Yeah, my last job was one of those places, and after 16 years, I still didn't know what room name was where.
Right?
Yeah, same here.
Well, and the best part is when they give them tacky names, but they don't like change the inside to match the tacky name. So it's like the names don't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no way to like they all look exactly the same, but they all have different names, and it's like, could you not just number them? So
Yeah.
much easier.
Oh dear.
So she.
Yeah, my business name's every fucking room that, like, including the labs, and it's.
That's god awful.
Yeah.
How dare they?
She
pretty
she
bad.
escorts you to the mountain room, where a portly man is busy straightening up folders that he has apparently just placed there on a table, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Offers you a seat. Please sit down. What is?
Mr. Edwards, first of all, your wife and Floof say hello.
Oh, bagels and buns. Yeah. Dumb as dirt, but good kid.
I get it. I laugh at his joke
Uh,
because he works in a geology firm. Okay, I thought it was fun.
Jai doesn't. In fact, he sighs when you start laughing.
He actually doesn't get the joke, but he's awkwardly laughing because Zoe's laughing.
Yes, sycophants. I love it.
So what can I do for House LaRue?
Jack.
Fine. We wanted to talk to you about some of your prior research, particularly something a bit more engineering focused. We
His
believe
face tightens up.
Yep.
We believe you were working on
Love
something
those
called
ideas.
a Sue suit.
The Tsooramic suit.
Yeah, can we call it something less embarrassing?
Well, that's what it's called.
Fine. All right.
It also had the nickname Burning Suit. You can go with that.
Let's stick to Sue suit.
Sure.
I take it the project wasn't going well.
Well, I apologize. I have some ill feelings about that. I'm under an NDA, of course, so I can't tell you too much about the project. But I can assure you that if House LaRue is looking for similar results, and it was going well, I can produce that independently. Just provide a sufficient support team.
Why were you fired from your previous position, Mr.
I'd like
Edwards?
to know the same. We things were going well. We had some additional funding and supplies coming in through Mr. Behrman, and it's progress was being made. And next day, I get an email saying I've been removed from the project.
Sorry, what was the name?
Mr. Behrman. I'll
Thank
type that for you, because you're not going to spell it right. You're going to spell it funny, not right.
I'm going to spell it the way that I think that it should be spelled. Bearman.
I knew that's how you were going to spell it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, again, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to take out my frustrations on you.
No,
I
please,
thought it
by all
was
means.
strange that we just got this this sudden boost in funding when it wasn't really needed. The suit's basically done. It just had to go through some more safety testing. We don't want to put something like that out there, especially if we can't retrieve it easily.
So you were removed very shortly after the increase in funding. There were no other changes in the status of the project?
Yeah.
Let's see. I assume the suit prototype is still located over in the lab. How quickly do you think you could produce a second prototype?
Well, give me the assuming appropriate lab space, a workshop. Wouldn't even need too much lab time. I'll remember most of the specifics of it. The real tricky part is, of course, getting the SU material. If you can supply that, I reckon give me 2, maybe 3 weeks.
Wait, Zoo material? It's made out of
Yeah,
Zoo.
the stuff.
Oh, that was already a thing I knew about. Okay.
Now, when you say I'm sorry, maybe the others, or maybe you heard something that I didn't. Out of character, what is Sue material?
It's the stuff they make the dome out of.
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
Okay.
when they first got here, they were dying, and then some stuff appeared outside the dome.
Oh,
and they were
okay,
like,
so it is that stuff. All right,
yeah.
then. That's what I figured.
Yeah, the suit's not working without that.
I suppose it would make sense to incorporate it. It does have thermal resistance properties.
Quite frankly, impossible properties.
Let's see, 2 to 3 weeks. I assume your prototype is still located over in the
Lab block A1, yeah.
Very well. Jai stands up. Miss LaRue, or I assume we brought Nemesis with us and the android, and did we have anyone else with us?
Nope. That's
Didn't
it.
think so. Okay. Miss LaRue, person whose name we're really going to have to fix because that can't really be used in normal conversation. Did you have any questions?
Nope, I think that covered it.
No, I'm good.
We'll keep you in contact, Mr. Edwards.
Okay. Is there anything that I can provide you? Forward you a resume?
Resume,
yes.
yes.
Yeah, resume would be CV really.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Yes, we'll be in contact. Just send that to Miss LaRue. I'm sure she'll take a look at it.
Oh, I've seen the word or the abbreviation CV before, but never knew what it was. So I'm furiously googling what is a CV.
Curriculum vitae. It's basically a resume, but
Yeah.
bigger.
I don't have higher education. I'm dumb. According to all the paperwork I have,
It's
high school
fine.
diploma. That's it.
It's also basically only called that in Europe. Everybody else
Wait, no,
calls
we
a
called
resume.
it. I've always had it called a CV here.
Yeah, I don't
I've-
know about you people. We call it Lebenslauf,
Yeah, I've literally only
Oh,
ever
boy.
heard it called a resume.
which,
so.
funny enough, does translate to CV. So,
It
I
might,
have
it might,
heard of CV.
it might be because I'm in academia and they do call it that there, but
I don't know. The
Nah,
only
it's not
time I've
just
ever
you.
heard it called a CV is in Doctor Who. So
all right. Well,
anyway,
either
Well,
way,
tourism staff are required to speak passable British English, and the residential area is mixed Spacer, Russian, and British. So, yeah, he knows what a CV is.
yeah.
terrific.
Pip pip cheerio.
And actually, with the way I've set up the educational system in this setting, CV does make more sense than resume because employers are more concerned about your aptitude card, which you get from schooling, than they are, and from advanced on-the-job training as well, than they are from where you've actually worked. So,
Makes sense.
Jai wouldn't know.
he actually would know. He went through all that.
Yes,
He
I
just
know.
doesn't remember.
And it just doesn't have it now.
That
fine, don't
and
worry
doesn't
about
have an aptitude card.
I'm also wanted for multiple acts of terrorism. So
Yeah, but we know what really eats at you.
they do.
The part where you keep mocking me about it eats at me.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, we'll.
Anyway,
All right.
we look forward to hearing from you, Mr. Edwards.
Absolutely, it was a pleasure to
I'm already
meet you.
leaving.
Bye bye. Okay.
All right. So we need to rob the Lab A1. Or Lab Block A, rather.
No, he actually gave you Lab Block A1.
Oh, perfect.
Excellent. I plan to, suppress the security of the Tsooramic lab block.
Oh, now this would be a perfect job for Walter.
Yeah, that is, I will tell you as a GM, there's actually one less thing that you would have needed to seek out the information for through a hack.
Yep. So now we know exactly where it is, probably.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think Walter is actually the only one here with stealth.
I have pretty good stealth.
Perfect. Zoe, you're taking point.
Sweet.
Now the question is, we need to set the line shunts if I'm assuming we do want to suppress the security for the lab block.
Yeah, I mean that's probably a good idea.
Okay. In which case, I need to get access to, I'm assuming, inside territory. It's basically what you just find earlier, right, Dexter? So we need to set up 2 line shunts and access to it and facing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need access to a terminal that actually is integrated and interfaces with the government systems, whereas most of the external terminals here are not. They might have some wireless connection, but those are just for very specific data transfers.
Yeah. So here's a question: can I pass my soft office like tech support? The whole walk in.
Do you
It's
have
like,
a
oh, I'm
clipboard?
here to. Oh, I
Do
can
you have a
definitely get it.
clipboard?
I can definitely get a clipboard.
Get a clipboard and like a shirt with your name on it. You're good to go.
As long as that name is not Nemesis, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's entirely dependent on how you guys go forward and in part on your rolls. So the DM will say, yes, it is possible. You'll have to roleplay it. You'll have to see where those dice roll.
Oh dear.
I mean, obviously, I'd want to bluff with administer since that's what I'm good at. But I'm definitely gonna pick up some talk and sneak though once I level.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess that's it for now. I'll try to pretend to be tech support so I can get into like an office that's not in use, like Sadio here. Troubleshoot a problem or replace do something like replace like a power supply or something like that. Replace a component.
Okay.
Yeah, general tech support stuff.
So is that what the group is doing now? Is going forward with the now we're hacking plan and putting Maxine in place? Not Maxine, Nemesis.
It would appear so.
Yep.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's kind of break this into parts then. Um, First, I want to know what each of you is doing. So Nemesis is going to be let's see, it's now 10 o'clock. Nemesis is going to be trying to get to a terminal. What are others of you doing? You know that 2 line shunts will need to be placed. One of those in a location that would look suspicious if just any plainclothes person is walking to. That's the data center. And in one location that any person walking by could scuff and knock off.
Yeah. So I'll take the bagels and buns one. Because you said it's like under a walkway.
You'll need to place it on the walkway because the wires are underneath the walkway.
Okay.
Bagels and buns is the one that could be scuffed by somebody walking by, and so you'll either need to chance that nobody does that, or have somebody there to block off that little section of sidewalk.
Easy. Can the line shunt be like hidden in something? Like a chair?
As long as it stays close to, as close as possible to the line that it's shunting, which is already distanced by a bit of concrete walkway.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take the equivalent of a folding chair and my book, and I'm just gonna fucking sit in the middle of the walkway. What are they gonna do? Argue with me?
Okay.
I guess how busy is the walkway?
It's not super busy, but the placement of it is pretty much right in the middle of where people would walk.
Yeah. So it'll be weird, but I guess it's less suspicious than a line shot being there.
Yeah. Look, weird is like I'm rich. It's not weird. I'm eccentric.
Now keep in mind that Nemesis is hacked to suppress the security systems. Only stays in play for, let's see, I think your 1d4 plus program times 10 minutes after any line shunts go away.
Gotcha.
Or sorry, no, I forgot.
The duration is 1d4 plus program skill times 10 minutes. Yeah.
Yes, and backtracking on that, I believe I previously ruled that those timers run concurrently. That your hack duration is either up when your roll is passed, or longer if there are still line shunts in place. So let me clarify that, because I think I confused things a little bit. You have to have the line shunts in place to make the hack in the first place.
Yes.
Once you've made the hack, the line shunts no longer need to be there, because you've got however many extra minutes because of the deep hacker focus that you have. If the line shunts are still there when your normal duration would expire, then the hack remains in place until the line shunts go away.
Yeah, I think we should have plenty of time. I think because it's a minimum of 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Who is handling the data center? That is an external wall.
Oh, it's an.
Yes, that's external.
Okay, so it is. We don't have to get in.
You don't.
No, you just have to kind of somehow casually slap it on the wall. After that, it shouldn't be hard to see.
And I assume Nemesis doesn't want to go do it.
I mean, I guess I could, but I don't know if I might look suspicious doing it. I don't know.
all right, between
I mean, we could set this up before, so it's like I could do it, and then I get access to a terminal.
no, Jai will go do it.
Okay.
Suspicious stuff.
All right, I'm just very, very calmly walking down there, in such a way that no one will stop me.
Okay, we'll hang on to that for a second. Once you've got the hacks set up here, what are you guys doing to actually get into the lab block lab block A1, and to the specific lab, which he also did mumble. You know which specific lab he was in.
So I was, if I don't know, I guess I don't. I guess it's not really. It might be more subverting, but if like how was it? Like fingerprint scanners or anything, or
Um,
is it a fail safe where the doors will open up if it now? But then that's up.
you haven't seen any GID scans, not fingerprint scans. Genetic is used more here. You haven't seen
Gotcha.
any GID scans in any of the administrative offices here.
Okay, I'm just wondering if there's something with the security system that I could, get it so they can get it. Like essentially unlocking the doors.
Okay.
I mean, locks are a security system, right?
Locks are a security system as long as it's electronically controlled. Yes.
Yeah, so I just I could, as far as suppressing it, I could also have all the doors unlocked. Right?
It would be a separate hack check because the suppressed security system that you're prepared is for the specific lab in which the Tsooramic suit is in.
Okay.
Entry into the whole lab block is going to be a different security system.
You might want to bring an android.
For the hack or something else.
To gain entry to things, or if something goes wrong, the android is well equipped to deal with problems.
Do you have
tools to open doors?
All right, terrific. We'll bring the android with.
Okay.
What's Walter doing?
Walter can be wherever you need him to be.
Let's have Walter do the sitting and stopping people from kicking the.
Okay.
Although I don't know if it's really in character that he would be willing to do that.
He thinks that it's a good place for him to be lookout, and
Gotcha.
also is close to the getaway car. Ed.
He thinks of himself as a people person, doesn't he?
Oh, of course he does.
Doesn't everybody?
No, not of water.
Ooh, excuse me.
All right.
Okay, so what does that free Zoe up to do?
I assume I'm the one going into the building.
With Android?
Yeah.
Alright, that looks like that's all 5 of you.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's go ahead and start off with Jai slapping the data center because that's one that you can do as other people are trying to set up. You already described how Jai was approaching that Lulu.
All right. Yes. With complete confidence and no suspicious trying to hide or anything whatsoever.
Okay.
So just be casually walking down there like I'm supposed to be there, and assuming no one's going to stop me.
Okay. That's going to be a charisma skill check of some sort. What kind of skill do you want to use for that?
Let's see. How about would administer make sense? This is a sort of I was going to say like
Just have a clipboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
no,
can't just roll administer every time you have a clipboard, guys.
Make it perform.
Oh dear.
I feel like
Or-
that's not
or-
accurate. I feel like
Could
he
it
should
heal? He remembers being a doctor, and doctors walk like gods, unquestioned gods.
uh. Oh, God. No, I think I think my thought for it administer was just that it's sort of the social engineering aspect. Like people react a certain way to other people depending on how they're behaving. Like if you're not acting suspicious, most people won't actually think you're suspicious. Yeah. And that was my, and I felt like administer made the most sense for that, I guess, because
I'll allow it.
it's essentially, you know, dealing with that sort of people
Yeah.
psychology sort of thing.
Go ahead and roll administer charisma.
All right. Well, I apparently had it in as int, but they're the same
That's fine.
modifier, so I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay.
All right. Charisma. There we go.
Hey, that's
Okay.
better.
And that one was a. Yeah, you need to re-roll it, but I'll say this for the other experts. This scene is going to be lasting until you guys finish up with this suit, either by giving up or by completing your objective.
Gotcha.
Even if that lasts
So
longer
that-
than 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the only two outcomes. We either give up or we succeed. There is no getting caught or getting into a vicious firefight.
No,
I-
giving up is getting caught.
Yeah,
Well,
I feel like
we don't have any guns, so we're not going to get into a vicious firefight. It'll be a vicious slaughter.
I feel like
Well,
yeah, getting caught is probably on the fail part, and getting into a vicious firefight is either fail or succeed, depending on how the firefight goes.
That's fair.
You
Do
didn't
we
give fail
wanna,
as an option though.
do we want to bring the ship close? You know, just in case one of the fail states happen.
How close can we actually get the ship without them freaking out?
Well,
Um,
at
you,
least in orbit.
ship is already in orbit, so you're okay there.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Of
Yeah,
course, if you need to threaten someone with a giant missile that's aimed at their very vulnerable dome, unless
We
We
they
don't
let us
have
go.
any missiles.
You've got a cargo lighter.
That's fair.
I was
Start dropping
talking
stuff.
about the ship, but sure.
We can crash the cargo lighter into the dome. That would do something.
Actually, we couldn't, because we have nobody to fly the cargo lighter, and that one's not.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's not linked.
Just let
Wired
gravity
to the
take care of
Android.
it.
Plus, it's also a suicide mission. Just to be clear.
No, just drop it.
Suicide.
Just
well,
drop it into the atmosphere and let gravity do the rest.
Right.
Suicide. Oh my god.
That is pretty good.
I mean, that is basically what we're doing with this suit too, right? Like, there's no guarantee that shit's gonna work.
Alright, Jai has planted the line shunt according to the positioning specifications that Nemesis gave him. That's probably where the most tension was and where his almost failure point was, is in trying to measure that out without looking like he's measuring. Get it placed correctly. But Jai pulls that off. If you want to give any narrative as to how it looks when he's doing that, I'll give you a few minutes.
Oh, it's basically just casually strolling down there, giving a quick glance to make sure no one's looking at him, and casually scrolling back down that alleyway, removing a couple panels really quickly, shoving the line shunt on in there, replacing the panel, and then strolling right back off without any hint that he'd just done anything.
You can
Okay.
just slap it on the side of the building. You don't need to fiddle with any panel.
Well, I will say that putting it inside panels and then closing the panels up makes it even more invisible.
I suppose it's overkill.
Well,
Yeah.
a sharp-eyed observer could see a line shunt.
It means I don't have to stand around there looking suspicious.
Fair enough.
All right.
And then I'm going to go walk right on back and get... You know what? I think I'm going to skip on the bagel for now. I'm going to head over to Fire Brew, which I assume is a coffee place.
That's
Or a
actually an alcohol place.
Oh,
All right. Electra Cafe then.
Okay.
Yeah, don't get wasted.
Firebrew does have coffee, but it also has alcohol in it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fair. I could go for a good Irish coffee right now. Jai probably
Damn it,
couldn't,
now I
so I'll
want
stick
one.
with a normal coffee.
Okay. Alright, and then Jai heads back over to Electric Cafe. Alright, Walter sitting in the walkway is easy. Walter he moves one of the outdoor chairs from its table and plants himself down and just starts scrolling through his data slab.
It's the best plan.
He of course does put the secure the line shunt to the concrete below him, and next would be Nemesis going to a terminal in the government offices. She could also go to a terminal in Union Relations, Data Center, Chief Offices, Police, probably not prison, or either of the lab blocks.
I'm
She
definitely
could-
not the police. I'm thinking government offices personally.
Okay.
Oh, you should definitely do the police. They'd never expect it.
Though you might be going to the prison shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
So, go to the government offices. No one will care there.
Okay. As I described last session, the government offices don't really have a whole lot of empty offices. There's limited space on SOS and limited space in
They
culture.
don't have many. That doesn't mean they don't have none.
And how does she want to go about finding a terminal that she can use and accessing it?
I was gonna say, maybe the whole walk in is like, oh, I'm here to troubleshoot traffic. Oh, don't worry, they told me where I need to go, and then just like walk down the hall if they'll let me,
Okay.
or if they'll, and just like keep an eye out for an open terminal door or open office. I know you said there's not many, but surely there's at least one, right?
Well, she will definitely have to look around to try and find one. This sounds like it's going to be a sneak check, because there's several components involved there.
Oh boy,
Um,
not great at it, but I'll try it.
you've got social stealth, which is pulling from administer, but is also trying to be surreptitious about looking into offices and looking for something that's empty.
Yeah. If I go sneak dex, then it's just a +0, which is, better than nothing. It's better than a -1.
If you want to try and describe how you'd use any of your other stats, I'm
Like
willing
my
to hear that.
Like my administer intelligence.
Not other skills, other stats, other attributes.
Oh. Well, it's +1. I've got a lot of +1s, mostly in the physical store, but so there's not really a better attribute.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your sneak dex.
All right, let's roll sneak dex.
Nice.
Nicely rolled. All right. You do find an office that appears to be empty. It is locked. So how does she want to actually access that? You've already succeeded. You're just describing how she accesses it.
Yeah. Well, is it an electronic lock or physical?
This would be a physical lock.
I do have a bit of skill, and I do have like +0 fix, so like I might know like a way to jimmy the lock
Okay.
with that.
All right. With a little bit of damage to the door, she's able to open it.
Just make it look like the door was stuck.
And I'm assuming that she masks any light from the screen that she accesses.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I mean, probably what I honestly probably what I would do is if I could hook in my VR headset where I'm more comfortable. I don't know really if that could connect to other devices or not. But
That seems like a really good idea, but I'm gonna have to say you'll need a specific type of headset for that.
okay,
Like black VR.
that'll be a future thing.
Yeah. So for now, she needs to use a
Yeah,
data
just
slab
the
or the
old-fashioned
actual
way.
computer monitor.
Okay, yeah, I'll just use the computer for now.
Okay.
So old-fashioned.
All right. And we're going to, before Nemesis actually does any hacking rolls, we're going to go to Zoe with the android. But before that, why don't we take a 15-minute break?
Okay.
Actually, 17 minutes. Come back at 1:15.
Okay.
All right.
See you in a bit.
All right.
So far, so good, y'all.
I'm going to run out and get the food some quick.
Okay.
So.
No problem. Bring this right back in. You can certainly continue to talk about in-character skills, if you like.
Cool.
I just wanted to make a break over.
Yeah. I guess I should probably take a point and shoot too, because it's cheap, and that's a lot of value to do that.
Yeah.
If there's
Yep.
any basic combat scenario.
Look, you don't have to be good at shooting. You just have to not be fucking awful at it.
Yeah.
As
So
long
that
as it
will
makes
definitely
sense
be
for the
one of my skills.
character.
Well, you use it for ship's guns too, right?
Mm-hmm. As
Yeah.
long as it's a forward-facing ship gun, and
Nep-
you are also the pilot.
Nemesis
I mean-
has spent a lot of time in
Yeah.
VR games. I'm
I
sure
was-
he knows how to shoot a gun.
I was gonna say the same thing. That is probably one of the better skills to translate over from the more realistic VR MMOs.
I mean, you can use exert to throw things. Not quite shoot, but it works.
All right. We were just getting to the part where Zoe is. Well, we're focusing the camera on Zoe with Android.
I was gonna say, how much sense makes that since we don't know whether the hack hasn't happened yet?
Well, that's part of the in-characterness. You guys already you're aware that Walter is in place. That Jai has placed his line shunt down. Nemesis. I don't think Nemesis is able to really break radio silence with what she's currently trying to do.
That's unfortunate.
Well,
You'll just have to
but
trust me.
I figured once it was achieved, we would get a message like, "The bagel has been consumed. Go."
Is there
One-
any blinking lights outside the building that I can blink at them?
No, once Nemesis is actually in her office at her terminal, then she can talk to them quietly, of course. But at this very moment, Nemesis is still skulking through the building to find a terminal.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying we would wait for that, because
Okay.
she's going to suppress the security system, cameras and stuff like that, so it's pointless to walk in while they're all still on and recording.
All right. Xander, in agreement?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Nemesis finishes with her skulking, reaches her terminal, and can break radio silence if she wants.
Well, I suppose I need to do the hack and see and relay the results of that.
Now remember, you guys still are using the city comm grid.
Well, yeah, that's why the bagel has been delivered. The bagel's been smeared.
Oh, jeez.
We all creamed.
Oh god.
Oh Oh lordy.
Just terrible. I love it.
All right. Do I need any modifiers?
Let me pull up.
I guess all the modifiers are on the DC.
Yeah,
So I don't
the
get
modifiers
under
are all in DC. The only modifier that you know immediately about is, where are we? Hang on, hack. Is the rushing, which you're not doing because you already prepared this hack. I believe. I don't think
Okay.
you had time to prepare the second hack for trying to.
The doors.
Yeah,
We all had
suppress
a
the doors.
possible alternate for the doors.
I'm sorry, what was
Did I-
that?
Did I understand correctly that Android had a possible alternative for the doors?
That's
The
what.
alternate was if you fail, the android can break through them.
Yeah.
Okay, but the Android is
Oh.
but the Android is capable of that in a pinch, right? So I think it's more important that we deal with the like alarms and cameras and all that, which is my primary hack. That's why I put it in discussion.
Okay.
So we'll do that. The alarm system first. 3d6. That seems okay.
Excuse me.
No.
That does not raise any alarms. Your
Alright. And then I
hack
guess I'll do my
is
second
successful.
hack.
Let's go ahead and
Oh,
get
I
your
get-
D4 roll
duration.
first. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, 50 minutes.
And then unlock the doors. Open sesame.
Now this one is a rushed hack. Unless you want to spend 10 minutes doing it.
I mean, I guess I've got the time, right? Well, do I hear? Is there a lot of movement through the hallway?
There's a fair amount of movement through the hallways. I would definitely wouldn't call it a lot. But
Okay. Well, I think this is my final one. I think I'm gonna rush it because I still got my reroll.
okay.
Yeah, let's reroll that. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Bagels been delivered. Oh, I guess the duration of the door unlock, I suppose.
You know, interesting.
Your call.
Didn't we use line shunts?
We did, but there's still a duration. It's either the longer of the two, the duration of the hacker focus, or the duration of the line shunts it being in place.
Look, if y'all can't do it in 20 minutes, you know, that's on y'all.
I don't think there's any specifics on what.
Duration over.
Yeah, if
hack.
the duration is from when you begin hacking, which would be beneficial to you, is just use that first one. I think I'm going with that because I like to minimize rolls when I can. So when you started hacking, that's when you start hacking and successfully.
It says it retains control. So like, it doesn't
That's
say, like,
true.
the
It
hack
would be a
lasts.
different the duration for each system that you're trying to control.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I think 20 minutes is funny. I think the hacker, because keep in mind, like without the hacker focus, it's like number around. But with the
Right.
hacker focus, it's 10 minutes times that. So it's
All right, so 50 minutes
That's-
on lab security.
plus, you know, it might be interesting if the doors do have to get broken if they take too long.
20 minutes on entry security. Okay. Yeah, that does make sense. I'd like to limit the number of rolls, but it makes sense for them to have their own little separate durations.
I'll try to stay in position at the terminal as long as seems prudent. You know, I might need to exfiltrate.
All
But
right.
if I can stay here in case, like, I need to do another impromptu hack to help.
Zoe and Android receive the coded message about bagels, whatever that message may be.
What's
Unless
important?
Did you explain to them that we would be using bagels as code before this, or did you just send them a message about bagels?
I thought you guys, yeah, you guys started the bagel thing.
Oh,
So-
I didn't say
So
anything.
I would
I
assume
just gave it as an out of character
no, it's in character
idea
now.
of how to do it. But
so what is
sure.
Nemesis actually sent to them?
I mean, I would say it's definitely. I mean, we would definitely use a code phrase, right?
It's definitely the bagel thing. We just didn't discuss it beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay. Zoe and Android get a mysterious message about bagels.
I mean, you were expecting a notice from Nemesis, one way or the other. I think you could put 2 and 2 together.
They probably
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
Trust me,
We're
if she had
smart.
screwed up, probably went shit.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
We'll say the bagel's been delivered 20 minutes.
The bagel's going to be delivered in 20 minutes, or has been delivered?
Nope, it just says bagel has been delivered 20 minutes.
Okay.
If you're intelligent to put together, that might be a time limit that you might have.
Sure. I get out of the car, walk up to the front door, go in.
Okay. So you're actually
Basically following.
Front door? Side door? Is there a side door? I don't
Oh.
know.
hang on. So you're having Ed drive you up the horseshoe and over to Lab Block A.
Yes?
Okay. That certainly saves some time.
Oh god, the music's changing. I made a horrible choice. No!
Well, and there's now only darkness, so he died. Congratulations.
Yep.
I was wondering about that.
Well, it's clearly combat music.
Took care of the cameras, took care of the doors, forgot about the laser defense grid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how are you at doing the whole, sliding between laser beams thing?
Better than a human.
Yeah, well, good.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you're not able to see that, are you? All right.
Are the laser defense grids required to make noise too?
No.
Oh, come on. Yes.
Let's see. Okay, so advanced fog of war needs to be turned off. Dynamic lighting. Okay. Roll20 recently changed their dynamic lighting, which frustratingly does not make a seamless transition. I tried doing it last night, transitioning, but I would have to go in and change each of your base pogs, and then reset you guys as it. It's just annoying. So here you go. That should show everything. It doesn't appear to have though. Hang on.
Nope. It's nothing.
Movement. Don't need that. What's this side say? Details. Interesting. Well, let's put one of you on the map then. Let's try. Now, can you see anything?
No, it just looks like a safe space.
I can see my pog, but I can't see anything
Ah, now I see my pog. In the darkness.
Alright. Why'd they have to go and change things?
Because you are getting used to it.
Clearly.
I can't have that.
Now, do you see
Can
anything?
I punch? Nope. But can I punch the darkness?
Can you shoot magic missiles at the darkness?
But I want a Mountain Dew.
How about now?
Nope. It
Now.
flashed, and then now I can't even see my character pog anymore.
Seriously?
Nope. All this revealed to me, though, it looks very surrealistic. Psychedelic.
How about now?
Nope.
Let's see. Oh, interesting.
I think Nemesis is gonna think and send them another message. Sorry, 20 minutes for the doors, 50 minutes for the.
In all fairness, this might not be on Dex's end.
Oh, there we go.
Remember
Now I can
this
see it.
game where we had to
Okay.
reload?
Yeah, no, I had to turn on vision and emit bright light.
Now I can see everything.
Yeah, I decided not to try and do walls for this with the new dynamic lighting changes. I anticipated there being some issues. I did not anticipate that issue being that the previous setup, without changing anything and without switching over to the new dynamic lightings, would actually fuck anything up. All right, so you're able to see now, both of you, all of you.
Yep.
I can't. But
Okay. I'll
I
drag
can't
your.
get rid of mine.
I can
It's
drag
large
your.
for those corridors.
Yeah, your pog space is 2 meters wide. If you'd like me to resize your pogs based on normal human shoulder width, I can.
It's fine.
I'll live.
Okay. Just know that it's quite a bit. Let's see what it's. It's about 3/4 of one of these squares. The map is poorly scaled, so keep that in mind also. Let me let you guys have some fun on the action too. And Nemesis. There it is. It's light. Lulu, can you see?
No, I've been blind this whole time. Yeah, I can see.
You can see now? Okay, good.
I can see.
Clearly now the.
Oh my, that's a lot of obstacles.
Oh look, my job wasn't human security.
Alright, so what you're looking at is
Oh God, it all went gray. It all went gray. What's happening?
I'm not gonna fix that. Did it really go all gray?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Did it go gray for anyone else?
Oh, well, as soon as I moved my character, it went
God,
back.
it's chugging my Firefox.
The drawing's too.
Yeah, I guess. Jeez.
Jesus Christ, what did they do to me?
Oh dear.
What did I do to you, my boy?
If I do this, can you see anything? Nope, you can't, of
Nope.
course.
Darkness.
But things can move around easy enough. Seriously, motherfuckers? Alright. How about now?
Total darkness.
Can't
Just
see
got
anything.
darker.
Oh wow, yeah, now there's total darkness.
Ugh, now there are faces staring at me from the darkness.
Alright, well, my computer's just gonna have to deal with this. And I might have to... Oh, you probably still can't see, can you?
Nope.
I
Everything's there. I see.
mean,
everything.
Xander.
I cannot.
Yeah, I might just have
There we
to
go.
skip on the dynamic lighting until they figure this out.
That sucks.
It was working fine. I don't know why they insisted on changing, but do try to keep pog movement to a minimum, because that's what is chugging my computer.
Oh, okay.
What you're looking at is an entry foyer with a glass or transparent wall at the end, looking straight into what looks like a security desk.
Cool.
As you enter, you see a sign on the wall that tells you. Excuse me. Yeah, Lab 1, Lab 2, Lab 3, and Lab 4. It's not, however, labeling them aside from numbers.
Okay, and the one we wanted to get into was Lab 1, right?
Well, the only oh, he did mumble. That's right. I'm sorry. No, it's Lab 2 in Lab Block A1. So this whole thing is Lab Block A1.
Okay.
So we want to get in this one.
You want to get in that one.
Okay.
There are side doors.
Those actually go into Lab Block A2.
Okay.
So
Well, are there other people going in, or?
There are people that look like they're going about their business. You don't see anybody else in the foyer, but you do see other people that are walking up and down the hallways.
Okay.
How do you proceed?
I am just gonna walk in.
Okay. You
Give
walk
a
in
nod
and
to-
you see a receptionist sitting over here at this desk looking up at you.
Okay, wait. So were we already in this room?
Oh, sorry. No, I assumed that you guys were still outside. This was all description before you even walk through the front doors.
Okay.
As you walk through the foyer, you see the receptionist over here look up at you, and since the door is facing directly at her, she is waiting for you expectantly.
Yep. I walk in.
She raises her eyebrows at you expectantly.
Hey, I have a meeting in lab, and I look at my phone like I'm checking something. I'm not. Lab. Fuck. Why can I not remember things for more than 20
Lab
friggin'
2.
seconds?
Lab 2.
Lab 2. Thank you.
Drink more water.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man.
It's supposed to work, but I'm not sure I can really give you anecdotal evidence of that because I feel the same thing. What the fuck?
You can't remember it?
No, like seriously, I open up a new browser tab because I'm going to look something up, and by the time the tab opens, with just a split second, I'm like, wait, why'd I do that? What am I looking
So
at?
have you ever found yourself in that loop where you close YouTube and then open YouTube because you're so bored?
No, I don't actually get bored very often.
Oh, okay, all right. I've done that on multiple occasions. It's bad.
I've never been bored.
Oh wow, that's good.
Aren't you
She
special?
says, give me a check. So what skill check do you want to use for Zoe to navigate that?
So I want this to be as boring as possible for the
Mhm.
receptionist. Can I do like a stealth charisma roll? Just kind of blend in, you know what I'm saying?
Sure, I'll go with that.
Okay.
Haha, I tricked you. There is no stealth. You fail.
Sneak.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
And charisma. That's fucking terrible.
Do you have
That
to
is
re-roll?
that's not going to be a hard failure.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a great success, but it's not a fail.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll stick with that. That's fine.
Okay, hang on real quick.
Mostly I'm just trying not to be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
There you go.
But I'm not
That's
actually singing the song.
the correct size. It was bothering me having the huge things there.
Yeah. If it
Oh, thank you
bothers
for
you,
being
it's fine.
behind her.
Yeah.
They're going
And
in.
the movement seems to have cleared up for me, so you guys can move your own pogs.
Okay.
She pushes a check-in board at you. Well, she lifts it, from her desk onto the sign-in counter, the counter in
Yep.
front of her, and pushes it at you.
So I write down Maxine Walters.
Okay.
And I do a fancify signature. I don't know. Does it need a signature?
It does have a line for a signature, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I do like a scriggle.
Okay. You guys are not in constant communication with Nemesis, so there's no way to notify her that you've passed the entry security checkpoint, or the entry security, like the scan badges.
Mm-hmm. I assume they wouldn't let us in, like, right?
That's actually part of why this was so easy to just tell her, is because you've already passed 2 scan badge.
Yeah.
Or badge scans.
And when we went past those, I held my phone up to them like I was actually letting myself in.
Okay.
With the scan badge. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, she takes the clipboard away and does not even give you directions to where you said you were going.
But we saw the sign or something?
You did see a sign that says Lab 1, Lab 2 left, Lab 3, Lab 4 right.
Yep, I just walk off.
Okay.
In the correct direction.
Yep, let me take
I
my
think.
brilliant cover as an android.
Yeah, she doesn't actually even she takes the sign-in sheet away before the android is even close enough to have, wanted to sign it.
Yeah.
There is no expectation that the android was signing in. You walk off in this direction, and you pass by the security desk over here. 2 men looking out the glass door at you.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, yeah, I just walk past them.
these walls are glass. You can see inside. There are some people working within that lab, and as you get closer to the corner over here, you see this section over here says Lab Support, Labs 1 and 2, and then there's a little plaque on this wall over here. It says Lab 2.
What are they working on in Lab 2?
You see a well, let's see.
I just want to make sure they're working on what we're trying to take.
Oh, gotcha. The 2 people that are in Lab 2 are over here working on something. They do not appear to be working on the stands, the glass encased stands that contain armor-looking prototypes in those 2 displays.
Gotcha.
Once you guys, whoops, there's totally a door up here. Whoops, everybody in the office is just trapped there. They work in the office forever.
I mean, sometimes it feels like that.
Oh yes, it does. This is a decontamination room.
Charging station.
Sorry, what was that, Nick?
That make them androids, give them a charging station, and they never need to come out.
That's true. Yeah, maybe that's what all this is. It's not. It's a podium with chairs. I mean, you can probably tell that from the art, but... I'm gonna move you guys since he's not moving you. Decontamination room. Proceeding.
Yeah. So, is there anybody in the services room?
There are people in the lab support room. They appear to be doing the menial administrative work. Well, not administrative work. The menial analysis work that is probably the bulk of scientific research. Lulu would be able to tell you what they're doing far better than I can.
And the walls are all glass, or what materials are they using?
Well, they're transparent. They are probably not actual glass. You can knock on them to try and find out if you'd like.
Well, that's what I meant. So that everything is transparent.
Yes. There are some solid walls, like these over here are solid walls. The walls into the bathrooms are solid. Or opaque.
Okay. Yeah, let's get decontaminated.
Okay. That is one of the opaque walls also. You go in and there's a little area where you stand and you get misted up. There are some coats that you can put on.
Yeah. Put on some coats.
And get all secured in. Do either of you know how to properly put on the decontamination type? Like the actual lab coats that are trying to keep things from being contaminated?
I think
feel
I'm
I'm an
trained in how to
android
use a
that don't have.
vac suit.
Yeah. So you usually don't have to worry about these things.
Okay. So then,
So
Vaccine training.
probably not.
I'm a ship android.
this is different from just a regular decontamination that you go through when coming from a ship, because coming in from outside, from outer space, if you had any potential contamination, you are just taking off your vac suit, stripping off whatever else needs to be stripped off, and being decontaminated, and then you go into your ship. This is actually putting on lab secure suits that are not vac suits, and I'm going to ask you, what kind of skill do you think you can roll to make it look like you did it properly, if you even care about that?
Hmm.
Feel as an android,
well,
I wouldn't, because most things wouldn't even affect me, and I
With
can
a
basically go
dex-
through far more aggressive decon.
I've had to put together my own circuit boards for a while here. I feel like I've had to do some pretty advanced, stuff for that. Like you have to get pretty clean to not fuck up your
Okay.
advanced electronics. So how about that fix skill?
I'll go with it. So Nick, is Android just not donning a decontamination / clean suit?
No, wouldn't, because my
God, what is
rationale
with
here is
rolls?
being a machine, you basically get decontaminated anyway, and you can be hit with the industrial stuff, not like the little flashbacks that would melt.
Do they actually have the industrial stuff in their decontamination room?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Well,
rolled a
they
7.
would have to, otherwise the suits are pointless.
I won't be a jerk GM to you. There is a sign that says everyone entering must wear a clean suit. It's more to protect the lab than it is to protect the wearer.
I mean, in that case, then I would put one on.
Okay. And so, what is she? Is she putting on? What skill is she using to make it look like she's putting it on correctly?
She would use fix in that case as well. Same
Okay.
rationale. She's
Sure.
also a fixer, tinkerer.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys both enter the lab, and as I said earlier, there are armor-looking things, like power suit type armor-looking things, on both of those stands within glass cases or transparent cases.
And then the people doing work in here are down here at this end.
They are. They look up as you enter, but then go back to their work.
Woohoo! Android and power armor.
Oh god, it's a nightmare. Okay, so now you just got to get the plan.
Rise of the machine, baby. Rise of the machine.
And also, like, do they have stacks of Sue material?
There are. They're carefully cataloged according to their size and shape.
Mhm.
Along this wall are the Sue material. Regular parts and electronics are all stashed, and very, very thoroughly cataloged and categorized over there.
Mm.
Organized. That's the word I'm looking for. Everything is very organized in this lab.
Sure. I mean, yeah, that's a sign of a good lab, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to? Are there any like terminals or? I'm looking for the plans, right?
What was your guys' goal? Were you trying to take the suit out, or were you just trying to get plans so that you could build
we
your
were
own?
trying to get the
If we're trying to do the plans, we could have just hacked it.
Oh,
I
so
think
we're
we're
trying
trying to
to
get
walk
the
out of here with 2 suits.
I mean, honestly, I think we
Yes.
just assumed there was only one.
2 suits would be ideal, because the problem is even if we have the blueprints, we would basically need to come in and get the material. Or fight
It's
the
either
material,
that.
so
It's either that, or if they have
suits.
if they had the Sue material there, then you like that. That'd be easier to sneak out with, I assume.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But of course, that increases your timeline. I don't know if that.
And we have nothing to work with the material, because we have a shitty workshop.
Yeah. Well,
So
half a solution is better than no solution, and also jail time.
I don't know, I feel like the DM's hinting that it's gonna be like I still don't really know what the escape plan is. These things clearly aren't like set right next to an external access for the
Yeah.
bubble, so you can't just walk out. Walking out with a suit is there's no way you can do that quietly or sneakily.
yes, you've come across the flaw in our plan. We don't think them through.
I have mentioned it a couple times. I'm not really sure what the escape plan is. I think the DM's giving us a gimme that the fact that there's a suit material
No,
that we
there's
don't
no
need to
escape plan.
recreate the suit.
Yeah.
But y'all do
I'll
you.
I'll look over at the android and be like, why don't you see if you can find the plans, and I'll try in this other terminal, and then we can just take some of the Sue material and get out of here.
It might be easier to just get the product instead of the material. It will be detected either way.
Sure.
Looks
but,
like they inventoried.
Which one's easier to carry out of here? Like, unless you got a storage space in your chest cavity there, I don't know how we're getting one of these armored power suits out.
Can we actually hear you? I don't know if do we have like a connection
No,
there?
we don't.
Okay. All right. I can't comment on this then.
Yeah.
If you guys
I can
want
carry
to
either.
open one, there's nothing specifically stopping you from having comm pads that are set up as earbuds. Just I will continue to remind you though, not specifically because I'm planning anything nefarious, but because it is a concern that the characters would possibly have, that you are on government-owned comm lines.
We got
We don't have to be
encryption, right?
if the ship is in orbit. Like, we could use the ship's one, right?
I don't.
Not
we
with
have
the
spot-
range restriction you put on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The normal one, yeah,
Isn't it
The
like
one-
200 kilometers?
but
That's
it's
plenty.
nothing.
300 kilometers of the unit. It's a comm server.
Yeah, that's plenty.
Did I?
Unless
put a
outside
message?
the atmosphere on this planet is substantially larger than outside the atmosphere on Earth.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Let me
should be plenty.
take a look at that real quick. External comms.
Let's see. Low Earth orbit is at minimum about 250 kilometers.
Yeah,
Wow,
we weren't in Leo.
it's cutting it close.
Huh. I don't actually see where I specified the range of ship comms.
Hold on, I know we did somewhere.
I saw y'all had a comm server, and that's supposed to be 300 kilometers, but there's
Uh,
also
oh, that's what
factors.
you're talking about. You guys did buy a comm server. Yeah.
Yep.
That's different.
Yeah, but we never set it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say theoretically that's something that you would have set up in advance.
Yeah. All right.
Well, y'all hadn't taken Nemesis up to the ship yet. You don't have your IT team up there yet.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can still use planet-side comm grid.
Yeah.
It's not a guarantee that somebody's listening in.
Yeah. Or if they check later, well, that's later. Who cares?
Just avoid certain buzzwords like Tsooramic Sue or Sue material.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll open a comm channel. I'll like we're not just gonna stand here next to the door. Like I'll walk up to a terminal or something and start,
Okay.
working.
Go ahead and move yourself.
I don't like is one of these benches maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, can you indicate where the people are in the room?
Yes,
I don't know. I can't even see anything anymore. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you have to move your character for some reason.
Huh.
There's your coded phrase.
Yeah.
All right.
Because these pancakes are going to be hard to deliver.
Well, the other problem is we don't have a stove, a frying pan, or any other things that are needed to make pancakes.
Yeah, but those are all things that can be
We also don't have
fixed.
the time to make pancakes.
Look at that. There's a couple of peaceful humans at the other end of this lab.
So peaceful.
It's better to just get the pancakes elsewhere.
What?
But you
There's another
can't
place
get pancakes elsewhere. That's
Like, we can get the
Problem.
pancakes here. I mean,
Oh,
This the only place with pancakes and the stuff that pancakes need to be used for.
Nemesis can also be looped in on this call if you want her to be.
yeah.
I mean, are there any like other? I don't know if there's really. Again, I can't do anything about the human security, and that's the problem. They're definitely gonna notice them walking out with the suit.
Yeah, I assume these suits are not light. Like, we'll probably have to wear them out.
Yeah. How specific are the suits? So they like it seems like each person they're each designed for different sizes, right? So it seems like they might be all custom fit, kind of being prototypes.
One of them would have to inspect it. Looks like Android's over there. Is Android inspecting to see if it's one size fits all or if it's customized?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a fairly easy size analysis. Since the suit is essentially assault armor, that's been modified to these specific
Assault the
needs.
planet.
To assault the planet. That's right. And it's not one size fits all, but it is one size fits most.
Okay.
So Android is pretty tall. It would fit her. With some wiggle room, you could even get Zoe into one of these. She might not be able to see very well.
Yeah, that's fine. Seeing is for other people. At this terminal, is there like logs of previous times they've moved these suits?
Zoe can try and search through the terminal logs.
Yep. Do you want a program?
Yeah, go ahead.
My best skill Here we go.
This is basically a scan, right?
God damn.
It's
The-
not
We
a
decide
hack.
to not let you do this anymore.
God damn.
yeah, this is Zoe's bane, Meowk, and this is why they needed somebody with decent program.
Look, I have decent program. It's just I can't fucking roll to save my life.
Yeah. Fortunately, this
Sure,
isn't a hack.
sure.
You're just looking stuff up and apparently
Yeah.
not doing
Failing.
a good job of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
So
Zoe's
we need the
unable
Android
to.
look.
Yeah, Zoe's unable to very quickly parse through and figure out any good search terms to find the information that she's looking for.
Yeah.
And there's the logs are quite extensive and very technical, so it's
yeah.
difficult to scan through.
Actually, are there any like crates or anything it could be, or the pancakes could be moved in there? Can
Dex.
crates?
I mean, just looking
would
at the
have to tell us.
encumbrance, the Android has no problem carrying any of it.
Well, yeah, but just carrying the suit out is not plan A.
I thought it kind of was. That or wearing it out.
No, we're like, is there anything we could keep the pancakes in without exposing them to the open air?
Yeah.
Well, the Android has a toolkit. So
Are-
that is.
Are you going to put the pancakes in the toolkit?
Do we have something better?
The pancakes will not fit in the toolkit.
Yeah, that's okay.
Not
Oh.
if you empty it out.
What?
No, these are
No,
actually
alright,
encumbrance 3.
All right, hold on. Can we move over to like assuming we're all saying pancakes and actually talk about the assault suit, because this is
Yeah. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was enjoying it too much. So.
all right. No, how the fuck are you going to fit an entire assault suit in a toolbox?
Also,
Well?
Nick, keep in mind that they're modified assault suits. These actually are encumbrance 3.
Okay.
But yeah, are there any like crates or anything opaque around that could be carried out in
Not
and wouldn't look suspicious?
not in this room.
Um. Let me think. Hey Dex, this is a lab, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there would be materials that I could combine that would be explosive in nature.
Absolutely.
Am I? Yes.
Oh no.
All right, things might get a little interesting here.
Look, Plan A doesn't seem to be working great. We're gonna move to Plan B, and the B stands for bomb.
So are we just gonna try to?
It could stand for look for box instead.
Well, time limit to consider.
Yeah, of what, 50 minutes?
For the lab, the doors is only 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm still in position to.
Now hold on. Is it locked for going out? Because like I'm in a secure lab too, and you can just go out whenever. It's getting in that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Um,
the card readers were on the entry side.
Okay,
And I assume they weren't card readers; they were, like phone.
that's true. And
readers or
the
whatever.
alarms for that
yeah.
for the lab
Yeah.
should be suppressed. So, I mean, obviously the human. I don't know what the suppressing the security would that like prevent the alarms from going out from the security. You could do a bad dash.
What your 50-minute hack was to suppress any security systems regarding moving these suits or anything
like
in that lab.
And maybe cameras in the lot. Okay, like the specific lab.
Yes.
But I guess if y'all need me to, if you guys are gonna go loud, I can see if I can't interrupt any alarms that are leaving the building.
Yeah.
Does that seem reasonable if I did another hack?
Question: the wall between the lab and the security people, is that see-through as well, or is that solid?
No, that one's opaque.
Okay.
So, are you guys wanting to go loud, and I need to try to do a hack to quiet any alarms leaving?
No, the oven alarm is still off for now. He says, coding his phrases.
Yes.
The pancakes do not need to be overcooked. Yeah. So, are the pedestal, like the glass cases that these suits are in, like, are they on wheels? Are they mobile at all?
No, they're not on wheels. That would be something that I would have had to tell you as a GM right from the outset. I feel, especially before you start talking about other alternatives. The pedestals are not on wheels themselves, but they don't look like they're actually nailed to the ground.
So my second follow-up question is, do they have those like holes in the bottom where you stick one of those like fork cart things to like jack them up and pull them around?
For pallets, yes.
Pallets, thank you. Pallet jack. Okay. Do I see a pallet jack anywhere?
Not in this room, you don't.
I mean, despite being modified, does the android judge you could basically move them?
If you remove them from the cases, yes. The android almost certainly could carry them, removing them from the case. It's just not going to be able to stuff them in a toolbox or a backpack.
No, this is just pure carrying.
Yeah, she would definitely
Okay.
be able to carry them. I don't know how much stowed encumbrance you're already at.
I have 0 out of
Okay.
18 stowed encumbrance.
Yeah.
There's actually another option. We could keep them in the case and just wheel them out and trust that the security team doesn't actually know what they're supposed to supposed to stop that.
I mean, we could just throw a tarp over them. Was my put a covering over the pancakes.
Syrup.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
What do you put so much syrup on the pancakes you can't see the pancakes anymore?
Yeah, but that tends to make the pancakes soggy.
Who wants to wear a soggy suit?
Wait, no. I think you're misunderstanding the code.
Look, we don't want to oversaturate the pancakes here.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. Yeah. So I guess.
The problem with the crates is, does anybody have a truck?
Well, we have an SUV.
Yes, we have an SUV. With
I don't know
lots
if
of
Ed is. I don't know
people
if
in it and
Ed's on
crates.
board for that much, though. I don't know if I don't know how in on the plan he actually.
He's just the driver. He doesn't need to be in on the plan.
He's gonna be asking for some hazard pay.
Sure, that's fine.
At least.
You guys already gave him 500 credit.
That is
Yeah,
true.
like I've already given him the hazard pay, but I'd probably give him some more. Let's see. What else? I feel like I'm trying to like cudgel my brain into working, and it's just not producing anything.
Do you guys want an out of character block? Like 10 minutes?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
One of the peaceful humans looks over at Android. Hey. You're new?
Hello.
Can you hear them through the suits?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So all of you on the line hear somebody engaging Android in conversation.
Is the are the Haz suits like connected by like tubes to a central air system, or do they have individual air systems? Like how cleanly are they trying to keep this place? Like, is it
they
virus
are self-contained, self-contained static suits, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They have their own internal air supply, so that you're not breathing out.
Sure. But they're not like connected to hoses in the ceiling or anything like that. Okay.
Does Android respond?
Yeah, he said hi.
Oh,
This is
after
my
that,
first time.
the peaceful human said, "You're new."
Yes,
Huh.
this is my first time.
Yeah. All right. And turns back to do their work. I'm assuming this is kind of how lab work goes, right, Lulu?
Yeah, more or less. I can honestly say we've had a lot of new people in the past couple of months, and I don't know any of their names, and I don't pay any attention to them.
I was gonna say, normally goes, they don't bother me, I don't bother them, and everyone will be fine.
Yeah, I
Right.
feel like this is one of those places where me being in government work is actually, and knowing bureaucracy, is actually beneficial to you guys as players, where another GM might try to make it more action-y, spy-like. I'm just like, yeah, they're not even paying attention.
Yeah,
they just don't give a shit.
that's basically how it goes. Any decently large lab, no one's going to give a shit.
But
Yeah.
you know how many videos are
Yeah,
gonna have
work
to
to do.
watch after you guys steal a suit? Some
Oh god,
Right?
that's going to be
They're gonna be-
hell.
social engineering in you.
Yeah. How not to get catfished?
It's fine. In like 2 months, they'll forget about it.
Yep.
Oh god, amazing.
Confront
Yeah,
people
okay.
you don't recognize.
Right. So I'm gonna, surreptitiously look through all these glass walls and see if I can see any pallet jacks or,
I mean, looking around the lab, is there an emergency button?
There are emergency buttons.
what sort of emergency would you like to press the button for?
Have you filled out the proper forms?
The one
We-
that you hit in case of explosions, contaminations, or other emergencies that are really, really bad in a lab.
It's just a standardized red button kind of emergency button. Looking out through the glass, Zoe does see things in the lab across that would definitely require some kind of mechanized vehicle to move around, even if it's a hand truck.
In
But-
this one?
Yeah, you see the types of things that would need to be moved around like that. Stacked pallets, essentially. But you don't see the actual hand truck.
Okay.
She just sees evidence that there is one necessary in this lab.
Sure. And I can see in all these other rooms over here.
No,
the
this
glass walls?
room has opaque walls. Opaque. It's really just the labs and
Okay.
these support rooms that are transparent. Oh, and
Gotcha.
the foyer and the security going into the foyer.
Okay.
Or atrium, not foyer.
Yeah, so I'll go back out, I guess.
Okay.
We've been in here for what, like 10 minutes?
Yeah, about that.
This is why you gotta pee before you put on the decon damn suits. It takes so damn long to take them back off.
I would actually say you've been in about for
For about how long?
I think you said 15.
Did I just lose everybody?
No, I can still hear you.
Yeah, you
Dex. Oh, how long have they been in there?
I think Arch has lost everyone.
No, I think
Oh.
I can hear you all now.
No,
Okay.
you just cut out for a little bit there.
Yeah, you
Dex.
faded out mid sentence. I think you said you're saying 15 minutes.
Oh, it was me that faded out. My bad. Sorry. Yes. You've spent 15 minutes of your
20
time so
minutes.
far. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's do this quickly. Hey, how long does it take to take off a decon tam suit?
That was 2.5 of your minutes.
Okay, so
Well, it took you about 7.5 minutes to put it on in the first place. Now that you put it on once, you know a little bit better and can take it off in 2.5.
okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take it off, and I will walk over here. Nope. Again. Then all the security guards look at me from the break room. Shit.
You've walked into a supply room. It was not locked or badged, and you see sitting in one of the corners. Yeah, there's a pallet jack, a little hand
Aha.
cart one.
Haha.
There are 2 of them.
Could we get 2 of those? Like, are they skinny enough that we could get them both on one pallet jack?
No, they're not.
Okay, but there isn't a second pallet jack.
Not in this room.
All right. Yep. I pull out the pallet jack, and I go back into the decontamination process again.
Oh, yeah. Aside, but it might be worth grabbing some of the flour that they use to make pancakes while you're there,
Yep.
just in addition to the pancakes.
I mean, yeah, if you're already taking a pancake, you might as well take the flour.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. What about the eggs?
Go ahead. I don't actually know what the eggs are in this situation, but go for it.
I would assume the plans.
Yeah.
But we kind of have Danny for that mostly.
Yeah. Might as well grab fucking everything.
I
and
might
then
be able
stop
to
and
get. I might be able to get some eggs on my side.
Yeah. Okay.
Just grab whatever ingredients you want to grab, and then grab the finished product.
Yeah. I guess I should. If I was really thinking, I should have called it the recipe. But eggs.
Oh, eggs.
And here I thought the peaceful humans are the eggs and they need to be cracked so we can make an omelette.
What? No.
Oh God. Oh God. All right.
No.
Great.
All right, 2.5 more minutes. You get back into. You're
So-
taking the pallet jack in with you.
Yeah. Judging by time, the locks no longer work for us anymore, right?
Yeah, you will no longer be able to get back in once you've left,
Okay.
unless Nemesis re-ups that hack.
Yep.
Oh wait,
And
wait.
then
I'm sorry.
We still have the line shots. I don't know if you were sticking with that or we stick with the limit. That's your call.
My
Take
bad.
it to the limit.
So you're still good as long as those line shunts are still in place.
Right.
Okay.
And I
Which-
figure, well, Walter should still be in place, so that one's probably fine. And then if they find the one on the data center, we might have bigger problems than the door's not working anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're good for now.
Cool. Then yeah, I'll go in there. I'll line the thing up. Jack it
Okay.
and start taking it out.
It is a slow hand cart. It has been specifically modified so that it's already non-static and
Yeah.
not able to
Good,
contaminate
good for
anything.
being used in a lab. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The peaceful human next to the android says, "Oh, those are finally being taken out for a spin?
Yes, field
Man.
testing is required.
I'd love to see that."
I'm sure there will be ample documentation.
Yeah.
Or a fire.
After 100 videos.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, have fun.
Fucking love it.
Yeah, no, this is entirely realistic. That's just the thing. That is exactly how I would react.
I'm getting a phone call. I'll have to take it.
Okay.
All right.
But I will just be pulling the cart for Android. Android can make decisions.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and grab some other things while they're not looking.
The flour.
The ingredients.
So
and
let me
do
get
you-
from.
How easy is it for them to get to the eggs?
Yeah, let's
I-
switch back over to Nemesis for a minute. So Nemesis is trying to get to the plans.
I guess I might as well at this point. And if they're taking their time, maybe I think I can afford to take another 10 minutes at this point. They've been 20 minutes.
Yeah,
I think 30 minutes. I think 30 minutes is reasonable for a IT person to be working on something, right?
Yeah.
It is. I've done that. Sometimes it's the dumbest thing too. I'm just waiting for the damn patch to download. So yeah, I guess I'll try to do the 10 minutes to hack into. But that's like it's not really a database, right?
No, it's not a
really more
database. It is going to
specific
be a get general information.
Specific or general information. Okay,
Mhm.
that might be a little rough.
You've
But
already
they have
hacked
10
twice.
Yeah, they have 10 minutes to get out of there.
Mhm.
This is probably going to fail, but you know,
Never know.
We'll see what happens.
Now
I don't have
the
my
risk
reroll.
with that is that fail if you can't recover from it does alert human overseers.
Yeah, but they have 10 minutes to get out of there before that actually triggers. The problem will be me getting
Okay.
out, probably. But I'm gonna try it.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
If it sounds like they're getting off, if it sounds like they'll be able to get out scot free. Roll. Hack.
Yeah, you're
Yes!
good.
Oof. You're hitting right on the nose there. That is the difficulty.
Yeah, that 3d6. Oh god, that was the difficult. Oh god, that was madness.
All right, that may have been an incredibly stupid idea, but okay, I'm glad it worked out for you.
You know what? Nemesis is incredibly pleased with herself.
It's primarily that high because you've already hacked twice.
Yeah, nah. I didn't think it would quite be 13, but I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
and
already 10, base 10.
and this is minor governmental.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
All right, I've got the eggs.
Cool.
And presumably that's why you guys were leaving, because I don't know if y'all are gonna have any issues getting.
I mean, do we have both of them? I thought we only had one.
Yeah.
One suit.
We only have one suit right now.
I think we might have to settle for one suit for now.
We might need the second one.
Do you have the other pallet?
We only
Well,
have
I
one
figured she
pallet
would
check.
carry that out because we have to load it into something. Get the second suit, move that out.
Entry back end's gonna be a problem there.
Well, I thought
No,
it was still fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thought it was just established.
Oh
that
right,
as
the
long
line
as
the
this
line
thing's
Yeah.
fence.
on-
Right.
Yeah,
the line
yeah.
fence, right.
I keep forgetting about line fence too. So you know.
All right. Did you grab the flower on the way out? Or did the android, rather?
Well, the android hasn't left yet because Zoe presumably comes back for the second suit.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
And then you
Yeah,
got the flower
sure.
on the way out.
Yes.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, so.
Be clear, we're talking about the suit material.
All right, so
Uh.
while Nemesis is hacking in, taking 10 minutes, Zoe is taking the handcart out, and where is she going with it? What is she doing with it?
I mean, Ed was parked right outside, so.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she's taking it outside.
That's the plan.
As she gets here, one of the security guards is getting up as she's passing by.
Okay. I just keep going.
Break, right?
He puts a hand up to her as he's
Hey, what's
walking
up?
towards the door. Oh, the door opens in front of him.
That bastard, she's only 17.
Yeah, 17-year-olds walking out with a highly valuable prototype.
He says, where are you going with that? I wasn't informed of any prototype movement.
God, did they not give you the paperwork again? God,
That's-
these assholes.
No problem. Do you have it? I'll scan it in.
Nope. They should have sent it to you.
I don't have it.
God damn it! Are we gonna be set back in our timescale again?
Yeah,
They finally gave me permission to use these things.
Yeah. You wanna give a call to your superior? Have him give me a call.
Yep, I will. God,
Okay.
this is such bullshit. And I leave the handcart there and I move away and I'm like, I call Nemesis and I'm like, look, boss, they forgot to send the paperwork again. Like,
Oh,
can
boy,
you
this-
get on them? And,
This system's getting awful hacked up.
yeah. I don't think
not looking-
Nemesis. I don't think Nemesis is actually capable of doing another one.
Actually, capable, yes.
How?
There's a chance.
Would have to roll double sixes. but there's room for 1 point more.
I mean, that would be ask a specific question, right?
I would actually put it as Verta system, because you are trying
God.
to inject information.
That's okay. Yeah, that's a 1 in 36 shot.
It's slightly better because you've got the 3d6.
No. Oh yeah, you're right. But even so, it's not great.
But it's not impossible. Didn't say the odds are good. I just said it's not impossible.
I mean, unless I can use that prior roll, because technically that was after a 10-minute hack.
No.
And this was okay. Yeah.
And people can assist you if they can think of a way to provide assistance, giving you a +1.
I mean, it's some kind of paperwork, right?
Yeah, he's looking for basically movement orders for lab equipment.
Yeah.
Well, can it be documented from inside the lab? Basically, doing the data entry on that point, filling out the right stuff.
Hold on, wouldn't there be like normally they have like in like a shared drive or something, like a generic form for this? Maybe just grab the generic form from the shared drive and then
That's how somebody could assist Nemesis.
Okay. Yeah, just look on it should just be on the shared drive.
Alright, yeah, I guess if y'all gonna assist me, I'll try it.
Alright, don't roll the hack yet. Let's see what the assist roll is first. Who's gonna
administer, probably?
Hmm?
Would that be administer?
Yeah, it would be administer.
Okay. I'll give it a try.
Okay.
Yeah. 7. It's not bad.
Doesn't it have to beat the DC of my
It's
check?
supposed to be the same DC as the check.
That's a really high DC.
Yeah,
but,
I can't actually match that then.
Yeah, but what you're trying to do is, I don't feel merits a 14 difficulty.
So it's just that, yeah.
However, a 7 is not enough.
All right, I don't know. I can't even re-roll things right now, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, me neither. Hard to use my reroll.
I turn back to the security guard and I say, "Look, he says that it's going to take a while. Can I get started, and then they'll like send it to you? Like I really want to work my give him the old winky."
Was that last part to the GM or to him?
To you?
Okay.
The GM?
So
I'm not going to tell him that I'm trying to work some magic on him.
Okay, so what exactly is Zoe trying to apply here? How is she trying to bamboozle this guy?
I'm not trying to bamboozle him. I'm trying to form a connection with him about how shitty paperwork is and how it's never being turned in by the people that need to turn it in. But I really want to get started on this thing, and it would be really cool if this guy would let me just get started and get the paperwork. And
Okay.
they can send it.
So, not flirtatious, just camaraderie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's that damn Steve in accounting again.
That would be a talk roll.
Okay. It's not
Talk charisma.
terrible. Oh, God. Here we go. Holy shit.
Wow.
Whoa!
That works.
He glances back at the guy behind the desk who's kind of just flipping a pen between his fingers. He shrugs. Yeah, just get that paperwork over as soon as you can.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
And he goes back and sits down.
Fuck yes.
That makes the second one problematic, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like they're probably not going to let us walk out with the second one.
that's fine. Just go ahead and we'll make do with one.
Yep. I
And some
take
flour.
it out. I take it outside, and I pull it up to the back of Ed's truck, and I'm like, "Hey Ed, can we put some of the back seats down?"
Oh, what is that?
Oh, don't worry about it.
All right.
Don't worry, we paid for it.
He steps
Alright,
out and puts the back seats down.
All right, Android, go ahead and pick up the flour. We're not sticking around for the rest of the pancakes.
That is unfortunate. Well, but she goes and
Yeah, is there even enough
materials.
room in the back of this truck for another pancake?
I mean, it's at least the size of another person, right? And I think we were already pushing the limits of the truck size or the vehicle size.
Yeah, let's stick with the pancake we've already got.
To be fair, when all this started being planned, we assumed there was only one, right?
Yeah.
You did.
And
So I don't think we need to be too sad about not getting a second one.
Right.
Yeah.
It would have been nice, but yeah, let's not push it.
It's already gone way too well. We have exceeded my expectations.
via the power of Jedi mind tricks, basically. Oh, amazing. All right.
All right. What is Android doing?
well, as I said, she packs up the
The
sewer
flour.
material. Yes, the flour. Gets the bags of flour.
All right. Is she unsuiting when she gets to decontamination?
Well, would have to.
Okay.
Otherwise, it looks weird.
I didn't. I just walked out in suit. Probably why the guy stopped me.
All right.
She would be desuiting.
Android desuits, picks the material back up, and walks out. She is There's also a pause from the security guards as she walks out, and then the pen flipper guy says something to the one that's been more vigilant and standing up, and the one that stood up sits back down.
It must have been like, just stop bugging the guys. Come on, dude.
No,
No,
what he actually
it's
said
probably
is
more like-
what's the
that's the
yeah,
android
how-
that was with the other
questioning
one.
an android?
Yeah.
Well, he made the connection that they came in together.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was about to say it's probably more like it's an android. What are they going to do? Not follow directions?
I was also gonna say what the brilliant connection he made, seeing how he saw us both walk in past him.
Mhm.
Brilliant deduction.
All right.
I'm
Android-
definitely not taking this this pallet jack back in there though. Fuck that.
You just leave it sitting outside.
Yeah, they're super expensive. Like, can't be. Like that's what's really gonna piss them off. Stealing the prototype, who cares? Screwing up their necessary work.
Yeah, the fucking pallets, those are lost tech.
Uh huh. Oh, jeez, amazing.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, you get the material into Sue's or Ed's SUV.
As a matter of fact, can I put the pallet jack in there? We're probably gonna need it to get this thing back out.
There's not enough room.
Alright.
Okay.
I think we can get it out. It's just gonna be a little more awkward.
And in fact,
Yeah.
there's
But looking awkward is a big problem when you're trying to sneak it out.
there's only room for one of you as a passenger, unless one of you sits on the other's lap.
Jai.
Just shove Android in the trunk. Come on.
Nope. Nope.
That's
there's no
that's where all your
room.
stuff is at.
All right. Fine. All right. I sit on someone's lap, I guess.
Not the way I thought that was
at
gonna
least
go,
awkward.
but yeah, sure. I sit on the android's lap.
No, all there is the passenger seat.
Oh, okay. I'll walk. It's fine.
Okay. So is anybody going with Ed? Because somebody has to go with Ed.
Well, the android goes with Ed. If something goes wrong, Ed has a
Yeah.
problem.
All right. We'll just get another vehicle. That's
Uh,
fine.
I'm gonna walk over to biscuits and brews. No, bagels and buns.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip
And
back
let-
over to
let
the
Walter-
administrative map so you can
Yeah,
see
might
all
as
the
well.
goodies.
We'll collect Walter.
Okay.
Yep, and I'll exfiltrate from the government offices saying it's like, oh, all good.
Yep.
Up
As soon
up
as-
to date. Can I
soon as-
have actually updated their software while I was in there?
Amazing.
I'm afraid that would take more than 10 minutes.
Okay, then no, I'm not actually gonna do that.
Well, shoot, we were in there for what, 20, 25 minutes?
Yeah, when I say more than 10 minutes, I mean like
Yeah, I would have to figure out what software they actually have.
a long
and, you know,
time.
it's not really worth the gag.
It's
Mhm.
funny though.
And I'm not gonna install a malicious software or anything. That would just be rude. It's not my style.
You could replace their operating system with something better.
Linux.
Yeah.
No, I think that would definitely take longer.
No, I'll
No,
actually
they definitely got auto install stuff at this
for
point,
for
right?
flavor, I'll actually tell you for Nemesis benefit, they are running pretty good operating system. They're not behind. Now updates are of course more difficult because of hey star systems.
Yeah.
But they're running a pretty good system. Probably something developed at home.
Ooh, homebrew.
Neat.
Cool.
And that's what you're gonna find with most systems or most planets, is that they've got their own variants. Because like I said, the ability
That's
to
where-
update is more difficult.
Yes, and that's also why my hacker skill comes in handy.
Yeah.
because I ignore all those little different, differences.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Let's. So, what time is it now?
Well, that was. Let's see. I
About
said
half
it
an
was
hour, so it's
10
like
o'clock when you
12.
started that. At the end of that, you're really only spent about half an hour doing that.
Mhm.
Amazing how time slows down when you're pulling a heist.
Right?
We do need to figure out what is going on with Android and Ed before we refocus on other characters gathering, because they're moving the
went on the wall.
fastest and they've got the most valuable cargo.
Before you guys take off, the address I gave Ed was the collection point of our stuff that is being shipped up.
Okay. Alright. Ed drives with Android to that collection point. It's only 10:30. By the time he gets there, we'll say it's about 11 o'clock. I guess I should flip back to the other players, the other characters, because that's a half hour that you guys can be organizing and getting your own cars. So what are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna call up the car that normally takes us, or that was taking us around before,
Okay.
and ask them to pick us up over here at Bagels and Buns.
Alright, a car is sent to pick as many of you as want to be in the car at Bagels and Buns.
Sounds good.
That only takes a few minutes for the car to get there. Where are you having the car take you?
Also to the collection point,
Okay.
because I assume some of our stuff must be collected by now. Like,
Well, it was only 5 tons.
well, yeah, but they said it was gonna take at least a couple days to get it all collected, so I assume that meant like they could move one now, but they
Oh
had to
no,
do the rest.
it was a few days for the paperwork.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
The stuff can all be moved like within a couple of hours once the paperwork's done.
Okay.
I want them to stop on the way and get some, like, I want to say cardboard boxes, but I know that's not what you ship like industrial equipment in. Pallet
Crates.
pallet boxes, crates. Yeah, there you
Mhm.
go.
Okay. They make your driver makes a quick call to get directions to a basically a hardware store in the residential area,
Okay, cool.
and takes you there. Let's flip back over to the android. You get to the collection point. It is empty. Nothing has been delivered yet, and none of your crew are waiting, because they've still got like 6 hours.
That, or maybe the crew and the stuff was there, and the crew took the stuff and is gone.
That's also a possibility.
Walter? Walter, is that you?
Certainly not Walter. He's not that good at hacking yet.
Oh dear.
In that case, did we park our cargo lighter down here, or is it still up?
It's still up.
Yeah, because we took their stuff down.
Mhm.
Because
How did we plan on? moving
they're
things?
supposed to ship. They're supposed to ship it back up for us. I think is the plan.
Yeah, they'll take it up in a shuttle when you return to your ship.
Unfortunate. Well, in that case, the android will find a better crate.
There you go.
A
just
different crate.
just gonna take a crate from somewhere.
Sounds like a great idea.
Hey.
Yes. Don't suppose anyone offers free crates?
No, nobody's offering free crates.
Alright, can they bill it basically to my owners, and you can't see the air quotes? There are air quotes in the air. Air quotes. Owners.
Yeah.
That account should be on record and everything.
Yeah, they can.
Alright.
Um,
Okay, that's great.
So you're identifying Zoe LaRue as the account to Bill?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Let's flip back over to the other crew. You guys have just gotten a set of crates in the car that is delivering you, and you receive a call from down in the starport.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mr. LaRue, an android here has requested authorization to charge a couple of crates to your account. Do you authorize?
There will be no need. We have some. Thank you.
Oh, well, very well. I will decline the android.
And I'll call Andy and be like, Andy, we got crates. Don't worry about it.
Alright, I will leave your things in the open where everyone can see it
Just leave them in
until
the
you
truck.
get here.
Is that
Not a good
not
idea.
possible? Is there some reason we had to take it out of the truck right now?
Speed
We're almost
might be
there.
of the essence.
Just hang on to it. Just hang on to it, baby.
God.
While it is not completely out of place for an SUV to just be idling at that collection point, it's also frowned upon. It's like stopping and getting out of your car at the passenger pickup at an airport.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to
Okay.
do it, but there's not really anybody that's going to be walking over to you and saying, hey, move along. Well, I guess
I mean-
actually at some airports they do that.
Yeah. But that's fine. Just have Ed circle the block. I mean, have him go to the cell phone lot.
There you go. You guys all gather at the collection point.
Cool.
All right.
Are
Once
you
they
stopping
drop
your
us off, I
car
think-
prior to arriving?
What?
The car that is driving you was from. It's a Culture team driver.
Yeah. So as soon as we get there and he drops us off and we take the crates out, I say, okay, thanks. You don't have to wait. You can go.
All right. He drives off.
And then Ed comes back on his next circle around. See? It's not difficult, you guys. Come on. Logistics. We're doing logistics.
Look at that.
Hooray.
With more attention than needed.
Um,
You need help sorting out the logistics via administer skill?
let's just load these crates. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just get this done.
Hey Ed, I got a question for you. While you guys are
yeah.
taking the thing out. Hey, is there any incinerators you have access to?
I could probably ask around to one of the guys.
I mean, there's the surface of the planet.
Right.
Yeah, there's just drop it outside.
I mean, what do they do with trash here?
I mean, they might just throw it outside so it can be turned to ash immediately.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm asking.
Ed doesn't know.
Oh, okay. Because we might want to lose the pallet that this stuff was on. Do we still have the bug scanner that I slapped together? Or that thing broke a long time ago.
Wait,
That
hold
thing
on.
broke a long time
You
ago.
actually did take the pallet? I thought you got rid of that.
No, not the pallet jack. The pallet,
Oh,
the stand,
The
the
whole
glass
case
case.
goes
got it.
Yeah. Which I assume we're gonna want to get rid of.
You might wanna.
I'm assuming Walter's losing his freaking mind that we brought it all.
Yeah, I'm not doing a very good job at role-playing that.
That's fine.
Let's just say he popped some pills.
Yeah, I can fill in what Walter would think of it.
I don't think it'll matter that much.
Okay, well. Then
I mean,
we'll
we might as well have the display case for our shit, because obviously we're gonna keep this souvenir.
What are we, Batman? Do we need giant coins?
I mean, sure, why not? Are we Batman?
We are now. If you have the option to be Batman, you be Batman.
That's the point. I guess we're Batman.
Okay, so we're gonna keep the case. So do we want to put the case in a crate? Like,
Aren't we just putting the whole thing in the crate?
Yeah,
don't know
that doesn't need to be a stumbling block. You can get the
okay.
case and suit into a crate.
okay, then yeah, we'll do that. I was assuming, I don't know, that these crates were smaller or something.
Oh no, I kind of the guy got the appropriately sized crate for the entire caboodle.
Well, I imagine so. They have, what is it? The Insta panels. I imagine you have crates kind of like that, where they kind of be like put together at different sizes.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's like an Insta panel, but it's designed to make it form into a crate.
Instacrate.
All right.
Yeah, Insta crate.
Instead of Instacart.
So, is there any sort of like, can I use a paper clip and a battery to make some sort of detector to see if this thing is transmitting? I want to know if it's bugged.
You can. I'm gonna set the difficulty on that one for you because of available materials at 12.
Okay. Well then, let's have a look-see and see what we can find.
What are you looking for?
A battery and a paper clip and probably some sort of.
I guess I don't know if that's something I can help with or not. Like via programming, like where, like, I don't know. I guess fix might make more sense.
I'm basically MacGyvering the shit out of this, so if you can think of a way to help, yes, do it.
Oh, what do you think, Dexter? Can I do have some skill in fix.
Well, how do you think
But I'll
that
have
you'd
to
be able to help?
Well, I was initially thinking like, oh, where specifically to look for on the, but maybe more likely like what type of tracker you think would be on there. Kind of like just racking my noggin.
Okay,
Which I
so
guess technically would be a no, but
well, maybe what kind of frequency you think it's putting out?
Yeah.
Help Zoe with the detection of that.
yeah, narrow down what she needs to be looking for.
Okay. That difficulty will also be at 12 because of the tools that you're working with. But
Alright.
go ahead and try your assist check first.
Are
Alright,
we
is it okay?
are
to use her?
now? Hold
Question: Is
We
the
have meta
problem the
tools.
material or the tools? Because not only have we meta tools, we have a whole toolkit at our disposal.
All right, hang on. So one at a time. Nick.
Wait, we don't have a toolkit anymore because you emptied it to put all the flour in.
Nope.
No, she was able
She
to just
carried
do
that stuff.
Oh, okay.
It had it had cases, like, not that held it and hid it, but that made it easy enough to carry.
All right.
And now, the question is, do you have toolkits that you can use? Yes, that is part of what Zoe is pulling from.
Okay, I was just gonna ask because you said materials and tools.
Yeah.
And that's
Is
I said
is
we have
program
tool-
intelligence okay?
Hang on real quick. Lulu, what was your question?
I was just going to ask if we were the tools they were working with.
Oh.
Nice. Classy.
if
One of
you
them,
have to
yes.
ask.
And then Meowican, what was your question?
I was gonna say, is program intelligence okay to use for that?
Program
Like
intelligence is
frequency?
fine. And Zoe
Alright.
always needs help with that because she's terrible at sensing.
Damn.
That is
I
not
don't
going
get
to
3D
assist.
I don't get 3d6 on that because it's not technically a hack.
That's not.
Okie dokie.
But you are.
Aww.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Cool. I get a 3d6 in everything I do now. Thanks.
You're welcome. But is it worth the depression?
So I'm gonna attempt to cobble this thing together, I guess.
Okay.
Oof, I do not think so. Nope.
It is a different scene, I think.
No, I'm still holding this as the same scene.
I mean,
Oh.
I haven't used my reroll yet, so why not?
Okay.
Oh.
Oop,
Nope.
Still no.
still
Doesn't
bad.
feel much
All right.
better.
All right. Well,
Closer.
No.
I couldn't. It's not that I couldn't make the thing. It's I couldn't find the things that I need.
Right.
Yeah.
If this check fails, you waste 5 minutes, but can try again with a different device in mind.
Nah, that's fine.
Okay.
No, it's pretty much the device.
All right.
Hmm.
Is there anything else that you guys are doing in the immediate with?
Is there? Okay, so I have a follow-up question. Is there any way I could use like a compad, like receiving stuff to do something like that?
It's likely that you were trying to use something
Okay.
from the compad.
Sure.
In
Okay.
your
I just
getup.
was. I said paper clips and whatever because no.
I know
Okay.
because it's
That's-
the cool MacGyver thing,
Alright.
but I usually disregard what items you actually say.
Okay. You should often disregard everything I say. So.
I have to pay attention
Yeah.
to some of it.
Oh.
So we should disregard that statement.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Can I examine the like suit and the material as we're loading it into the crates and try to determine how exactly this material works? Like in any sense?
Yeah, I would give that
Medical-
to
in
you
a medical
because
sense.
you've got
No to and higher education too.
yep.
He thinks he's such a smarty man.
Well,
Higher
fuck, dude. I need to make use of higher education too at some point. Otherwise, I'm never
Yeah,
going
but perhaps in a more secluded space.
Is that a
to. It's fine.
higher
Yeah, it's
education?
fine.
Oh, it's a okay, right.
Yep.
The Sioux material is very reminiscent of what they used in pre-tech manufacturing. It's pretty clear from some of the design specs that he's seen and what little bit of information he's been able to find on that. And also some of the peculiarities of the material, that a great deal of telekinetic pressure was used to press some unknown material, not like foreign substance. It could be iron for all anyone knows, but it pressed them in such a way that it formed this kind of ceramic.
Okay. That's good to know then. Thank you.
And yes, that is something that a normal person would not have been able to roll a no check to find out.
Hooray! I'm useful.
Higher education.
Yeah. Now what do we do with that information?
Well, now we get 2 really big arms, and we put some iron between them, and then we get a telekinetic to smash them together.
Yeah, that's the takeaway.
Yeah.
That should totally work.
Probably just requires tier 4 telekinetic.
Right?
But no, we do know it was made by telekinetic power. It's not just a thing. I guess we already kind of guessed that, but
I think the real takeaway there is that, yeah, the confirmation that this isn't something you can easily reproduce in a lab.
right. Unless you're just some sort of telekinetic god.
Right. Right. All right.
Is it required that you're on fire while you do it?
It might be.
Yeah.
The being on fire increases the pressure.
I mean, it definitely would.
All right.
With enough pressure, you can like the air probably.
Let me refocus because we've got about 5 minutes left for the session. Is there anything else that the characters are doing for the next approximately 6 hours until all of the timing of everything comes together?
Not unless the Sioux decide to dam.
Okay.
Are you? Is that a fucking inviting something to happen?
Here, thought maybe find a way to expedite things just a little bit more.
No, I'm just keeping an eye out.
Okay. I just want to make know if you guys if your characters are doing anything. Now, are you bringing Dylan Ray along with you?
Yes, I guess.
Okay. So at some point in the day, somebody goes back to the hotel and picks up Dylan Ray. He's mostly sobered up. He is.
Oh. Yeah, sorry. For some reason, I thought you were talking about the guy who worked on the suit. I was
No.
like, why are we bringing him?
I mean, I guess arguably he was looking for a new job, and he does have some useful skills. We could bring him along. Do we want to hire him?
I doubt that him and his wife and their new child really want to move to the Raza.
Oh, they haven't had the
That's
child
the
yet. That's future planning.
Oh, okay. I'll be honest, I blanked out.
But no, I think it's probably best to avoid.
How complicated do the plans look? Does it say, like, now that we actually have like the recipe for the pancakes? Does it seem like something that
We don't need to keep talking about the pancakes anymore, you know.
I like the analogy.
We still don't have a kitchen for to make the pancakes.
That's correct.
I know, but if we had a kitchen, I mean, it seems like something we could do without his help, right?
Yes, it is.
Because we already have the recipe and the ingredients.
You guys will want higher fixed skills to be able to do this.
But it's good to know for future.
Yeah, but with those higher fixed skills, or if you roll above your own skill to be able to accomplish things that your skill level wouldn't normally be able to accomplish.
Might be doable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Well then, fast forwarding a little bit, your new crew trickle in. They're happy to see you. Dylan Ray arrives. Your 5 tons are delivered about 2 hours earlier. I heard somebody talk about trying to expedite. Do you try to expedite things?
No.
Okay. All right. Your new crew all arrive at least an hour earlier, so you're able to call for a shuttle up to your ship.
Cool.
All right.
And I'm going to go ahead and end the session there. We'll start up next week with Nox introducing his character, and Nox will work out how your character stands out. We'll do the introduction out of character, and then we'll figure out how your character stands out from the other NPCs that have been hired.
And then we'll head down to the planet and possibly have one of us burn alive.
Well, at least it's only gonna be one of us and not two of us. I
It's
mean,
true.
imagine we got two of them.
Blast the planet.
Well, here's the thing. The plan in that case would have been that one of the people can go out, and if once again they pass out because of the damn zoo, the android could use the other one to evacuate that one person. If anything happens to that one person in that one suit, there is no rescue.
You do have some burning suits, which are your poor man's version of the Tsooramic suit.
Right.
Yeah. Which
We're
will
going
not
to-
last as long.
Yeah.
But that would be
Yeah.
enough to mount a quick rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hope that was a fun heist.
There was.
That was
Next
good.
time, planning might need to be worked on.
Hey, next time
Yeah.
I might have the planner folk. I don't know. I'm